Our dedication remains unwavering. It's not just about remodeling. It's about legacy. In Minot and Bismarck, ServPro is your partner in transformation. We don't just build back. We elevate every space.
Great news! If you're looking for a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold on. Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealerships.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by PSP Network. It's game day.
That sinking feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change-anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by PSP Network. It's game day.
When facing disaster, it's not just the things we lose, but the memories. But there's hope. ServPro, with decades of experience in Minot and Bismarck, is always ready. Our certified professionals don't just restore homes, they rebuild lives. Because to us, you're not just a client, you're family.
Shields Visa is more than just a card. It's the freedom to go. It's a gateway to explore and do more of what you love. Imagine where the Shields Visa can take you. So join us in discovering endless possibilities. Shields Visa. Together, we've got this.
Meet Gary. Gary is an ordinary guy, but right now Gary has car trouble. Gary doesn't know about magic towing. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing. We are here to help 24/7. Magic Towing in Western North Dakota. Don't be like
got the Magic City campus band, the Mandan Braves, and Minot basketball for you tonight on the PSP Network. It's a Tuesday night in the WDA. Alongside Bryce Gutnick, I'm Owen Patterson. Thank you for joining us, and welcome in to the Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show with timely services that won't slow you down and no appointment needed. It's a stay-in-your-car drive-through oil change. It'll take about 15 minutes with locations in Minot and Bismarck. You can also find out what they do online at VIOC.com. Bryce, back in the broadcast booth with you once again. Tonight we've got another doubleheader between Minot and Mandan, and although the Magets and Magicians seem pretty much untouchable in the West region, Mandan comes in here as quite the underdog team.
Yeah, obviously the last broadcast we had in this gymnasium, we saw a couple records fall, saw some history. On the Majet side, that is, shooting that three-pointer at just that high efficiency, scoring at such a high rate. It's going to be interesting to see what the Braves can come up with to stop in the first game of our doubleheader here, Owen.
You're referencing the last game the Magets played against the Dickinson High Midgets, winning 119-40 over their last two games in West Region play. Minot outscoring teams 194-65. I mean, this team, without a doubt, is the #1 team in the state, and they possess really good offense. That's going to be the key for them once again today. They can outscore pretty much anybody. I think offense is really what's going to be driving this team, how far they go.
You're absolutely right. Everyone's kind of saying, what do we got to do to stop this Magets team? And I don't know if I have an answer, Owen. I don't know if you do. Lily Bell just inside and out. She handles some of the point guard duties sometimes. Fricky has just been great, and I tell you what, this supporting cast is really coming to play each and every night. You're getting contributions from Knutson to Barge to Bennett. It's a well-oiled machine, Owen.
Well, my hint at trying to beat Minot's going to have to be keep up with that offensive pace. But for Mandan, the key to the game tonight might be on the defensive side and forcing turnovers. The Braves lead the West region in turnovers forced at 24.5 per game. Of course, this is a Magets team that doesn't turn the ball over much, but I think that's got to be a key tonight for Mandan High.
Absolutely. Anything you can try and do to get these Magets out of rhythm, like you said, that the Braves have had a lot of success this year at doing that. You see the numbers. I believe they're forcing up north of 24 turnovers a game, Owen. That's pretty ridiculous stat there. Let's see what if they can wreak some havoc on the Majets and get them out of sorts on the offensive end tonight.
Looking at some of the individuals to watch, Minot High possesses the #1 and #2 scorer in the West region. Of course, it's Lily Bell. Of course, it's Maggie Fricky. But the other shooters, talking about Presley Bennett, you know, everybody seems to be able to hit a three when they get the ball in their hands. Who's the individual tonight you'd pick to highlight for the Majets?
I tell you what, last game we did, Knutson really stuck out to me. Simple dribble drive stuff that the Majets were doing, even with Lily Bell at the point and Fricky at the point, getting in the lane, spreading those shooters out. I tell you what, I think Knutson hit about 4 in a row the last game, and I tell you what, I don't know if one of them hit the rim, Owen.
Part of a program record, single game record, 20 made threes in that game against Dickinson. On the other side for Mandan, it's really not much of a mystery. It's McKenna Johnson, the 6'2 junior forward, averaging 15 and 12. That's a double-double a night. Johnson's quite the player down in Mandan.
I tell you what, averaging a double-double is, I'm not going to say it's unheard of, but it's super impressive in this day and age in the region play. McKenna's been everything for them. She's going to have to be everything and a little more tonight, Owen.
McKenna Johnson really stepped up big in Mandan's last game out. Took down #2 Legacy in their last game, 68-53. It was a tight one the whole way against the Sabres on the road as well. But it was Johnson, really her leadership, that took Mandan to get that win and pull away from a Legacy team ranked #2 in the state, and which was battling with Minot in the top of the WDA.
I tell you what a huge win for the Braves. Bringing that sort of momentum in here, you got to have that same tenacity and attitude, saying, hey, why not us? Why not us to beat the #1 team in the state? And let's see what we're going to see what happens tonight, Owen. It's going to be a fun time.
Absolutely. Well, we referenced those standings. We'll get into those in the latest Class 2A rankings as well in the next segment of our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show, getting you ready for another WDA doubleheader from the Magic City Campus Gymnasium in Minot, North Dakota. More from Minot coming up next on the PSP Network.
All right, bring it up. Come on. Someone's got to call a play. All right, let's go. I right, zoom, spider 2, Y banana. You don't like that one? Okay. I right, 40 power? No. You don't want that one either? All right, go kick off. Get out of here. Let's go.
First Western is your independent community bank with all the online conveniences you want and an experienced team you can count on.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
For decades, Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most. Nodak Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Darren Johnson, Cody Olson, and Scott Wilkins, your agents with answers in Mandan.
You have built an amazing life by working hard and doing your job well. Delivering financial advice is what we do well. At Ameriprise Financial, our job is to use our skills, experience, and research to help you become more successful in today's economy. What we want you to walk away from each encounter with is satisfaction in knowing that together, we've done what we can to help you work toward a better future.
Excitement is building inside Magic City Campus Gymnasium for another round of WDA doubleheaders. It'll be the last one for a while here in Minot, as we won't see another one until February the 16th, a month from today, when the Century Patriots come to town, a matchup that we missed out on last week. What influenced these WDA standings and, of course, the rankings quite a bit as we take a look at the most recent West Region picture. Minot High, the only team undefeated still in conference play at 5-0, 9-2 overall. All those losses coming to out-of-state teams. Bismarck High and Century with 1 loss each. Then you have Mandan with that head-to-head over Legacy, both sitting at 4-2. St. Mary's at 2-3, a far stretch from that top group of 5. And then Dickinson at 1-4. Jamestown and Williston still in search of their first region wins of the season. As for the Division 2A poll that was released last week Wednesday, the new one will come out tomorrow in Mandan, hoping they get some votes for once. next week. As you take a look at the girls, Minot getting 15 out of the 19 first-place votes. Legacy in second, obviously with their loss to Mandan. That might be changed by tomorrow. Bismarck Century sits in third. West Fargo Horace Hawks, the upstart team from a year ago, still unbeaten out in the East. The highest-ranked team from the EDC at number 4. Fargo Davies sits at number 5 with Grand Forks Red River and Bismarck High on the outside looking in. And the team you're missing there is Mandan at 8-3. They made a statement a couple nights ago against Legacy. What do they have to do today against Minot to try and get some respect on that name?
I tell you what, coming off that big W against Legacy, you got to believe you maybe see their name in there receiving votes for sure. Such a huge win for them. Pretty convincing win. I know it was close. You had said most of the game there, but pretty convincing win for the Braves. And I tell you what, if you can walk into this gym, I mean, look at this place tonight. It's gonna be a packed house in here, Owen, and sneak out of here with a W. There's no doubt about it. You're gonna be getting some respect, Owen.
Yeah, a lot of people in this gym and a lot of people wearing the same color. It's the pink out night here in Minot, and a lot of times, you know, you play for wins and you play for the records and you play for the stats, but tonight they're playing for something different. In support of Minot North girls basketball coach and a teacher there, his son, this is Isaac Loff. He is an 8-year-old boy diagnosed with medulloblastoma, childhood brain cancer. He recently started an 8 to 10 month course of chemotherapy and is participating in many outside therapies to help retain his strength during this time. So a silent auction here, a lot of other things going on in support of Isaac throughout this game. Talked about that importance. Like I said, sometimes you play for wins most of the time in the stats, but tonight there's something special they're playing for.
It's more than that. It's a community coming together, showing their support. You've got the pink out here, the bands here, they're all pinked out. Like you said, great silent auction going on over here. Just all for a great cause, and you know, obviously just terrible news hearing about that with such a young child and having to go through that and stuff. But I tell you what, this is a pretty cool scene tonight. They're all here in support of such a great cause.
And we're about to get this one underway in just a few minutes. We've got tip-off from Minot, Mandan, and the Minot High Majets coming your way on the PSP Network.
Stylists are trained to understand the nuances of cutting men's hair. Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany?
Square face, wavy hair.
Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with a hard part and taper that neckline, coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here.
Hit all. 7. Pressure. Points. Yeah.
It takes expertise to be a sport clip stylist.
Here?
That's the spot. Right there, huh?
Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA Civic. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
You have built an amazing life by working hard and doing your job well. Delivering financial advice is what we do well. At Ameriprise Financial, our job is to use our skills, experience, and research to help you become more successful in today's economy. What we want you to walk away from each encounter with is satisfaction in knowing that together, we've done what we can to help you work toward a better future.
place like the country club. 18 holes of immaculate golf,
along with Golf Simulator, PGA staff, club fitting and lesson, driving range and practice green, pro shop, delicious food, endless fun in the pool, and activities for the whole family. Learn more and become a member today.
Well, while on paper this matchup might look like a 9-2 Minot High team with an 8-0 record in the state of North Dakota up against the Mandan team sitting in the middle of the West Region standings and not receiving a single vote in the latest media poll. Looking at these stats, Bryce, this one might end up being a little bit closer than people might think, and there's one stat here that I brought up. All wins for Minot High by 10 or more points this season, and all losses for Mandan have been by less than 5. So when you think about that for the Braves, they've been pretty much in every single game and a chance to win. We talked about the keys earlier on, but just that mental part of it for Mandan. You know your opponent, but you also know what you've done, something other people may not know about you. What's the message tonight before tip-off?
I always say this. I say you're on the road, facing a huge challenge, a number one team. Take the game in segments. Take it in 4 5-minute segments. Try and win those 4 or 5 segments as much as you can. Get that within 6 to 8 with about 5 minutes, 6 minutes left to play. You're in the ball game. Let's see if they can do that tonight, Owen.
All right, Bryce Gutnick alongside Owen Patterson here on the call on the PSP Network. We've got the national anthem and starting lineups coming up in just a bit. Let's familiarize with you with these two teams a little bit more. Mandan 8-3 coming off a win over Legacy and a close loss to Bismarck Century before that, 43-48. They'll play St. Mary's next on the 19th of January. For Minot, 9-2 record again, 1-2 out of state with a win over St. Thomas More from South Dakota and 2 losses against Minnesota squads. They're outscoring their opponents in their last 2 games by 129 points. And they'll be in action at Legacy on the 19th of January. Their most recent scheduled game against Century got postponed due to that bad weather. Man, we wanted to see that matchup.
I was so excited, Owen. I was ready to tune in. Mother Nature, as we know, in the state of North Dakota in January. Very unpredictable. But hey, they'll get that rescheduled, and it'll still be a real good, fun time going out and playing the Patriots.
That one's been rescheduled to February 5th, and I believe that one's going to be on the PSP Network once again. So we'll send it to the Magic City Campus Pep Band with the performance of the Star Spangled Banner. Well, Bryce, I was only in the band at my old high school for 1 year, so I don't really have much of an expertise on the ensemble of instruments, but sitting there courtside last time, I know they're loud, and they get this place fired up.
I was going to see if I could get some more eligibility, maybe, Owen, and see if I could maybe get a day or two to play the cowbell. I don't know how they feel about that. I don't know who I got to talk to, but I'd like to see if I can gain a little more high school eligibility and do that.
Absolutely. All right, let's meet tonight's starters. First for the Mandan Braves. Mandan will go with 5'9" senior guard Haley Markle wearing number 20. We've also got a 5'6" senior guard number 14, Jaden Wiest. Number 25 is a 5'10" junior guard Harper Harris. 5'9" junior guard number 24, Zaya Grable. Got to watch her. She shoots the three ball very, very well, as does Harris, a team leading 37% from beyond the arc. And of course, number 35, the 6'2" junior forward, McKenna Johnson, averaging 15 and 12 per game. Team best 54.4% from the field, which ranks third in the WDA coming into this week's games. The head coach for Mandan is Sean Henderson. They're coming off an 11-14 season a year ago. Lost the state qualifier game, and of course did not participate in that Super A state tournament, but off to a pretty good start this year at 8-3, coming off a big win over the Legacy Sabres on the road last week. As for the Minot High Majets, starting lineup we've gotten pretty used to calling games up here. 6'3" sophomore forward number 30, Lily Bell. Also be 5'8" sophomore guard number 2, Maggie Fricke. Let's see if I can get the rest. 5'9" senior guard number 21, Presley Bennett. 5'9" sophomore guard number 3, Eve Knutson. And the Majets are coached by Jason Schwartz, the number 1 team in the state, coming off a 17-4 record a year ago. First place in the WDA, 5th at the Super A state tournament. So those are your starting 5 for tonight's game. The first of 2 here on the PSP Network between the Mandan Braves and Minot High Majets and Magicians. Mandan in the road black with the gray shoulders, white numbers and white letters outlined in silver. Minot High in the alternate home uniforms with the pink numbers and letters and pink trim. On pink out from Minot, we're just about underway. It'll be Bell against Johnson at the tip. And away we go for the Magic City. The Braves have the possession of the basketball first. That's Haley Markle up ahead to Zaya Grable. Top of the key with Jaden Wiest, the 5'8" senior guard. Wiest picks up her dribble, gets it up to Markle again, spinning into the lane past Knutson. High pass goes out of bounds off the hand of Wiest, and an early turnover for the Braves, something we said we want to see them force, not obviously want to give it to the Majets.
I tell you what, something the Majets have done very well these last few games. Defensive intensity starts right away in this game, Owen.
Mandan will bring out that full court press to begin, something they showed against Legacy as well in their upset win over the number 2 team, Sabres. This is Karula Morey dribbling the ball, guarded by Grable, but a little bit too close was Zaya. That should be called for the personal foul. Majets will inbound from the far side. Just 34 seconds into this one. Inbound goes to an open Fricke at the top of the key. Dribbles inside the 3-point line to Bell inside the paint. Kick out for Knutson. No good. Rebound for Mandan. That's Grable. Then lost the handle, but it was knocked out by Fricke, much to her surprise. And the Braves, in a still scoreless game, will go back on offense.
See that early pounding the ball? Notice Lely has a number change there, Owen. We'll have to be aware of that. She's wearing 32 tonight. Might be something with the pink uniform. So if we say number 30, I'm going to apologize for both of us right away.
And this is McKenna Johnson, the leading scorer for Mandan. Out to Markle. She's going to drive baseline. Knutson with the block shot. Gets the ball, and she'll lead the Majets down the court. Running point. Stops at the wing. Up top, Bell. Bell wearing that number 32 in white and pink. Spin around. Fade away, no good. Both teams 0 for 2 on their first 2 possessions. Driving with the left hand is Wiest. He'll stop at the free throw line. Stolen away by Fricke. Another turnover by the Braves. That's 3 to start this game.
I tell you what, Fricky is just a in-your-face defender. Gets the steal here early.
Bennett fake the pass to Knutson. Gets it over to Lamore inside Bell from the left block. Off the front of the rim, it rolls out. And now we're going to get a whistle here and an offensive foul against Jaden Weist as Fricky took the charge.
I tell you what, Owen, getting the ball down there in the post. McKenna Johnson holding her own, going straight up. Lely not able to finish, but how about Fricky again? Drawing the charge there in the right spot. Too many early turnovers by the Braves, Owen.
4 possessions, 4 turnovers for Mandan, but neither team on the scoreboard. 2 minutes in. Eve Knutson into Bell, working against Johnson. Will try that spin around shot again. Misses the rim this time. Mandan still with an opportunity to take the first lead of this game. It's Weist, and this time it'll be a foul against Minot. Fricky there wasn't quite set.
Coach Schwartz might disagree. He's kind of talking to Mr. Jason West, really good official down there. He sees it as a block, so.
Coach Schwartz wearing those bright pink shoes all the time. Now he's got the shirt to match.
Looks good tonight.
Grable dribbling away from the basket. Now goes to the left, off the screen from Johnson. They try to pick and roll. Instead, it's Harris dribbling inside. Reverse layup, the up and under is no good. Offenses still haven't woken up yet tonight. Bell off the high ball screen from Fricky. Straightaway 3 misses. Rebound into the hands of Haley Markle.
Bell's been cold early. She's got a lot of good looks. Got to keep shooting.
2.5 minutes gone by. 0 points on the BNC National Bank scoreboard, and yet another offensive foul called against Mandan. That's the second personal already on Zaya Graybull. And we're going to get our first substitution because of that. It'll be Sarah Helderop coming in the game for Mandan, the sophomore guard, as Graybull heads to the bench with 2 fouls, 3 already on Mandan.
That's a big, huge loss for the Braves. I tell you what, Graybull's been contributing, dishing the ball, shooting at a high percentage. Let's see what Helderop, she can come in and contribute.
Bell to the near side and Bennett. 15 to shoot. Fricky has it. Pick and roll to Bell. She's going to drive into the lane. And an offensive foul now against the Majettes. So obviously fouls don't count as points, but they're pretty much even in that category as well.
I tell you what, if you like to see charges, Owen, you might have came to the right place tonight. Got a couple already in this game.
5 total fouls, 3 offensive and 0 made field goals. The Braves have put up 1 shot. It was blocked right out of the hand. Here's Helderop, first player off the bench for the Braves. Takes it herself all the way to the hoop, and it's Sarah Helderop who scores tonight's first points.
How about that contribution? Huge for the Braves. Right off the bench, Helderop goes straight to the lane, gets a layup.
Minot beats the press with a couple up-court passes. Fricky's shot blocked out of bounds. Majettes will inbound it underneath their own hoop.
Something that stood out early in this game, McKenna Johnson's length. She's altering shots, playing very well on the defensive end, Owen.
Inbound right to Bell, and just like that, she is 0 for 4 shooting in the first near 4 minutes of this contest. Pass intercepted by Lamore, but lost the handle out of bounds. It'll stay with Mandan here on their own offensive side. Trying to remind you, this broadcast on the PSP Network is brought to you by Planet Pizza. Call them now at 701-852-1700 to put in your order. Serving the Magic City for over 25 years, it's Planet Pizza. Inside for Johnson. Johnson will try the fadeaway on Lily Bell, something we've seen on the other side a couple times. Misses it, and we remain 2-0. Lamore all the way to the elbow. Has Bennett in the corner, so dangerous over there shooting. Instead gives it up for Bell in the wing. Still can't get the lid off the basket. Now with the right-handed layup, and that will get things started for Lily Bell in this game.
How about Bell not standing around? Teammates in the corner there, cuts to the basket. She's been struggling to start this game. Usually a scorer like that, you get a layup, something easy, might get you going, Owen.
Helderop again, trying to dribble past Lamore. She has the only 2 points
for Mandan so far. Johnson almost triple team there. Trying to get it out to Heldrop, intercepted by Carew Lamore. Minot now looking for their first lead at the game. Fricky calls the play. Over to Knutson here on the near side. Back to the middle, and Lamore, they swing it around. It eventually finds Bell. Oh, nice spin around with the left hand. It goes in, and Lily Bell is 4 in a row. The Majets have the lead.
Something the Majets doing early, looking a lot of attention on McKenna Johnson. Oh, and double, triple teams on her.
Weist, jump pass, falling out of bounds. It gets it Markle. Now Johnson, that one too long. Fricky slows down the pace. Crosses the timeline. Swings back to the middle. Oh, nice cut by Lamore. Leads to 2 points. Minot's offense, after a sluggish start, working like it always has.
Another great back cut. Lamore with an easy look. Great find by Fricky.
Heldrop going to try it again with the left hand, and it goes. Sarah Heldrop with 4 points off the bench. The Braves' only source of offense so far.
She's been relentless, going to the basket, not scared of this Majets defense, just attacking the rim.
Bell hands off for Fricky. Stops, pivots, blocked by Johnson. McKenna Johnson, 4 blocks per game. That's also best in the West region. Dish out to Heldrop. How about a 3 this time? No. Offensive rebound, though. It stays with Mandan thanks to Harper Harris. Shot fake, dribbles inside the 3-point line. Mid-range missed as well. That was Weist with the attempt. And we're going to get our first stoppage of play with 11:23 to go in the first half. Minot 6, Mandan 4. It's been a defensive battle early on here on the PSP Network.
Whether it's getting an education, making priceless memories, learning to play, playing to learn, or simply getting where you need to go, the team at Ackerman Estvold has been behind these projects and countless others, developing critical infrastructure, valuable spaces, and even some good old-fashioned fun. Entrusted with the things you know, but delivering more than you may realize. Ackerman Estvold, trusted for decades and decades to come.
The dictionary defines community as a group of people living in the same place or sharing common goals. Community is the largest part of our name, and we make it the largest part of our business. We support our local schools, organizations, youth programs, and local events from Bowman to Bismarck, because we all share a common goal to better the quality of life in our communities. Come bank with us at Dakota Community Bank and Trust, your real community bank.
Well, I think at this point in the game, the last time the Majets were on the floor, they might have had 30 points. This time, they only have 6. For Mandan, although they only have 4, they're down 2. And while they're still in the game with 11:23 to go, they got to be happy about that.
You got to, I mean, 6-4 start. Got to believe the Braves felt like they kind of won those first few minutes. I tell you what, 2 big things. Lely and McKenna Johnson both altering shots on the defensive end here early. Something to watch. God, McKenna's been very active defensively, but I tell you what, Lely's holding her own on the defensive end too as well.
Well, it hasn't been all smiles for Mandan, though, in those first couple of minutes. 5 turnovers on their first 5 possessions. Definitely something they're going to have to clean up as this game goes along. Had a bunch of subs come in there at the break. We'll try and get those to you. For Minot, Sydney Aberly is checked in the game, as well as Everett Deschamps, who has the ball. Gets it to another new player in the game, Kinley Barch, who will get called for yet another offensive foul. That's now 4 in the game combined.
Great position by Weiss, drawing that charge. Barch a little out of control at the top of the key there.
In for Mandan, Kimmy McAllister wearing number 23, also Emma Bogner wearing number 44. Into the corner, this is Harper Harris, the top 3-point shooter the Braves have. Misses it, but follows her own shot, gets the rebound. Second chance for Mandan. Kick out 3 for Weist. No. Still loose. The Jets pick it up right along the baseline. Bell will run the point. Gonna try and drive all the way. Instead, we've got a foul before the shot. going to be called against Bogner here.
I tell you what, Coach Schwartz seeing that right away. McKenna Johnson out of this game. What does he do? Let Lely run the pointer. You notice there's a mismatch there. She attacks the rim, draws a foul.
And just like that, McKenna Johnson right back in the game for the Braves after a quick breather. Timeout was taken by Minot. That was a Ryan Family Dealerships timeout. For 50 years, Ryan has been a trusted name for car buyers in Western North Dakota. Shop their entire inventory at driveryan.com or visit one of their 5 locations in Minot and Williston. Lely Bell from the corner 3. No good. McKenna Johnson leading the 1-on-3 fast break, poked away by Bell. And the Braves will have to inbound the basketball.
I think if you're Mandan in those situations, Lely out on the three-point line, you kind of live with that. Don't you kind of let her, kind of avoid her getting inside the paint and stuff. Maybe, you know, if she makes those threes, she makes it.
McAllister gathers the inbounds pass and ties this game at 6. That's Kimmy McAllister and Mandan. All 6 points coming from bench players in this first half. Here's Deschamps. Spin around, pass to Bell, right in the middle, fadeaway. That one again, clinks in and out. Braves with the rebound. They haven't led since it was 4-2. Near call again. And ball dribbled in the corner. Over to Johnson, mid-range, yes. McKenna Johnson with the swish. Braves are back in the lead. Here with 9:30 to go in the first half.
Hasn't been the prettiest start, Oren, but how about this? The Braves walking in, their first lead of the game here, about just over 9 minutes.
Up ahead they go, trying to add to it. This is Weiss. Weiss trying to get it over Bell, but shot was deflected. Fricky again on a 4-on-4 break. And she's going to take it all the way with the left hand. Johnson will be called for the foul, and we're going to get Serve Pro free throws coming up for Maggie Fricky.
Love the aggressiveness of Fricky, attacking McKenna Johnson there. Try and rack up some fouls on McKenna. Great aggressiveness out of her.
First free throw up and in for Maggie Fricky. With 24/7 emergency service and trained technicians using advanced technology, it's Serve Pro bringing you tonight's Serve Pro free throw line. And the second one goes in as well. 2-for-2 trip for number 2, Maggie Fricky, even at 8. Pass is knocked away, but it'll stay with the Braves. That was Barch that got a hand in there. Hell drop all the way back down the court. Kick out to the corner of McAllister. McAllister now will drive. Short corner Johnson out for an open 3. That is Lyles. How about Anna Lyles coming off the bench and supplying a corner 3?
How about the bench from Mandan to start this game? Huge contributions for the Braves.
And now a pass that goes out of bounds from Bell, and they're going to say it's going to stay with Minot here, as it was touched by a Braves player. I believe that was Johnson maybe that knocked it out of bounds. Here's Barch, handoff Fricky. Guarded by Heldrop outside the three-point line. Continues to back up past the volleyball line. Bell with 7 on the shot clock. Long 3 on the way, misses off the front of the rim. Mandan leading 11-8 under BNC National Bank scoreboard. All the way is Wiest. Missed the shot, but it'll stay with the Braves on the rebound.
Little two-person game there. High ball screen from Lely, rolling out to the three-point line. She just hasn't had, not getting in a rhythm here tonight early in this game, Owen.
They'll get the inbound to Heldrop. She'll dribble to the middle and right through the double team, but Bell says, no way you're getting that shot off. Harper Harris checks back in for the Braves.
Harper Harris back in for the Braves.
Got to get the ball in. They do. It's Heldrop who controls. Under 8 minutes to play in this first half. 11-8 lead for Mandan. Johnson, contested shot, it goes in.
Great take by McKenna Johnson, attacking Lely into her body.
The largest lead of the night for Mandan, 5 points at the moment. Knudsen up to Bennett. Bennett goes right back where it came from. Maggie Fricke. Bell working against Johnson and Harris over the double team and in. Bell up to 6 points. She leads all Majet scores.
Lely finishing in traffic there. Very nice on the block.
Oh, off the shoulder of Harris. An unfortunate turnover for Mandan. Fricke with the pass to Barch. Barch too strong on the layup attempt. Knudsen's going to put one up. That one misses as well, and the Braves somehow come away with the rebound and no points on that possession for Minot High.
Great find by Fricke. Barch just couldn't finish.
Johnson now short of the rim, and a no-look layup attempt, I guess, from Harper. Harris also going to miss. Maybe trying for too many shots, trying to get the ball to go in. I know it maybe gets a little bit uncomfortable when you're not making so many, but got to keep looking for the more open shots.
I tell you what, plus you got Lely down there. Very intimidating when you get down there and you see Lely Bell in the lane as well, Owen.
We had a foul call as Fricke hit the deck. She thought it was in the process of the shot. They say it was on the ground, so the basket won't count. Mandan maintains a 13-10 lead, and now I got more substitutions in for both sides. Lamore back in for the Majets. Bogner back in for Mandan, as well as Lyles. Lamore to Fricke in the corner. Back to Knudsen. Looks like a bit of a zone here from Mandan. They're putting out. Lamore double teamed over there, gets it to Knudsen in the middle. Bell, another three on the way. That one falls. Took a while, but Lely Bell connects from long range.
Gotta like that if you're Coach Schwartz. Lely kept shooting. Gets a knockdown three here. See if that gets her going.
Here's a three on the other end for Weiss. High off the rim. Rebound collected by Presley Bennett. Fricke to Bell now going to drive and kick to Lamore. Contested three in the corner. Yes. Back-to-back trays for the Majets. It's Bell, then Lamore, and Minot's back in front.
That's what the Majets do so well. A simple dribble drive. Find your shooters. Lamore's in the corner, knocks one down.
Lyles all the way around and gets the right-hand layup to fall. Press back on for the Braves. Lamore stuck right there in the corner. And now we're going to get a jump ball. They'll stay with Minot.
And a few different defensive looks here, Owen, from the Braves. They've showed that 2-3 zone. They've showed the full court press.
Checking in for the Majets, number 11, Sydney Abbott.
Timeout on the floor. It's a Ryan Family Dealership timeout. We'll take it as well. Minot 16, Mandan 15 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard when we return.
That sinking feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change-anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
Great news! If you're looking for a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold on. Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealerships.
In just over 5 minutes of basketball action, we'll have the Magic Towing Intermission Report, but now is a good time to remind you this broadcast of high school basketball on the PSP Network is Brought to you in part by Minot State University. The best way to predict your future is to create it. With over 100 areas of study at Minot State, you'll earn the degree for the career you desire. Minot State University. Be seen, be heard, be you. And the Jets lead by 1 over the Mandan Braves on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Out of the timeout. Still unsure who called that timeout. Believe it was Minot, but the Jets have the basketball. Oh, you know what? It was a media timeout.
See, I was just thinking that, Owen. I was just going to say that. Took the words out of my mouth.
Beck Sports guys right next to us. Thank you for tuning into the PSP Network tonight. Since you're here. Fricky with the bucket. Out to Anna Lyles. 3 again on the way from Weiss. The Jets have possession off the rebound. 3-point lead for Minot High. Mandan had a 4-2 lead. They took it back. Minot snatched the advantage once again. A few small runs by either side has gotten us to this point. 4 minutes left in the first half. Minot 18, Mandan 15. Single digits on the shot clock. Bennett to Fricky, running out of time. There's 2, step back, long 3 on the way from Fricky. Misses it. Grable with the rebound. She'll push the tempo for the Braves. Pass up ahead. It was knocked away, but kept alive by Markle. Now she's going to put up the shot herself. Haley Markle, the senior, with her first points of tonight's game.
Little confusion on that inbound. Thrown away by the Majets. Braves are going to get the basketball back down 1 here.
It'll be Johnson playing it in underneath her own basket. Down to Weiss. Both players fall to the floor. No whistles. Bounce pass to Johnson. Shot fake. Takes 1 step into the lane. Misses the shot as well. McKenna Johnson limited to just 4 points so far in this first half. Bell misses another shot. Rebound for the Braves. Weiss misses the layup high off the glass. Yeah, it's been interesting to see. You said Bell earlier, just that imposing figure in the lane. Hard to get a shot off over Lely, but seems Mandan trying to keep consistently going to the basket there and trying to shoot layups. And obviously we saw in the last attempt, it's kind of been like that all night.
Yeah, I tell you what, block shots are a great stat to have, but I tell you what, the amount of shots she alters is a very impressive stat as well. It's almost as good as a block.
Another shot from inside the paint. That one's good for Sarah Helderop. She has 6. Top scorer for Mandan in this game. They trail by 1 with 2:30 left before the Magic Towing intermission report. Fricky dribbling with the left hand. Free throw line. Open shot for Bell. She'll take that all day long. Bell up to 13. Weiss. Near side Helderop. Guarded by Barch. Kick into the corner. It's Lyles again. Already has 1 tonight. Can't get a second on that attempt. And we're going to get a jump ball staying with the Braves.
Another good look there in the corner for the Braves. How about the bench? I don't know where they'd be without the bench in this first half, Owen. Unbelievable.
Yeah, just 2 starters have scored, combining for 6 of the Braves' 19 points. Off the inbounds pass, it's another 2. This time for Jaden Weiss, becomes the 3rd starter to enter the scoring box score.
I don't know how she got that shot up. Oh, and they got it up, kind of wiggled her way around Lely.
Another quick shot, a long 2 for Lely Bell, and now she's not missing.
That mid-range game of Lely just knocked down from the elbow.
Lyles dribble it to the middle, spin into the lane, going up, trying to get it over Bell again, to no avail. The Jets up the floor to Fricky on the fast break. Off-balance shot, misses. Barch with the putback, blocked by Johnson. It'll stay with the Majets. This is Deshawn to a cutting Aberly, to a wide open right-handed layup The assist by Deshaun, 2 points for Sydney Averly.
So many times, about third time tonight, the Majettes not standing around, helping the ball handler out, cutting to the basket, getting easy layups.
Five-second call against Heldrop. Minot currently up 5, 55 seconds left in this first half.
Pointed this out to you, Owen. Nice little touch from the officials tonight. They got the pink whistles tonight.
In support of Pink out here at Magic City campus. Talked about it in the pregame show. Probably going to bring that up as well for the boys game. What it's all for and what they're all doing. Another missed shot for the Majettes. Braves can cut into this 5-point deficit here late in the first half. 35 seconds to go, 20 seconds to shoot. Long three coming up from Kimmy McAllister. No doubt in her mind.
Another contribution off the bench for the Braves. Gets it to a 2-point game, Owen.
McAllister just the second made three for the Braves so far. Minot only has 2 as well. Left-handed layup. It was a tough shot from Deshaun. Couldn't get it to go. 8 seconds left. Now Deshaun with the steal in the backcourt. We're going to get it. Yeah, either that ball was on the baseline or we got a timeout called by Mandan. It will be a 30-second timeout called by Sean Henderson. And the Mandan Braves going to have to drop one play here for 4.6 seconds. You know, if they don't want it to be a half-court Hail Mary, who's going to get the ball here on the inbound pass?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I tell you what, Magi, if you kind of want to stop some of that momentum up the court, maybe bring someone in. You only got 3 fouls, Owen. You could maybe play the foul game a little bit here. Maybe not even let the Braves get a shot up. I tell you what, but McAllister, Lyles, Helderop, huge first half for the Braves.
Ryan Family Dealership timeout on the floor called by Mandan. At Ryan Dealerships, the commitment and respect to their customers is as strong today as it was 50 years ago. Experience the difference when you visit one of the 5 locations in Minot, Williston, or shop online at driveryan.com. 4.6 on the clock, no shot clock for Mandan. Trailing 24-26 in this first half of the first game of a WDA doubleheader from Minot on the PSP network. Here's the play. They'll get it into Johnson. And Johnson up ahead to Heldrop, has a chance with 1, but it's blocked by Knutson with .3. They had the look there, but it was Knutson that came from behind with the effort play.
I tell you what, nice little play there. McKenna Johnson doing a little Peyton Manning impression, gets it. They get a great look, Owen, but Knutson said, not today.
Mandan will still have one opportunity, but just .3. They got to get it off, and they did not. It was short anyway. And at the half, we've got a score of Minot 26, Mandan 24. We've got an exciting final 18 minutes coming up. But first, the Magic Towing intermission report on the PSP Network coming your way after this commercial break.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by
PSP Network. It's game day.
When facing disaster, it's not just the things we lose, but the memories. But there's hope. ServPro, with decades of experience in Minot and Bismarck, is always ready. Our certified professionals don't just restore homes, they rebuild lives. Because to us, you're not just a client, you're family.
Shields Visa is more than just a card. It's the freedom to go. It's a gateway to explore and do more of what you love. Imagine where the Shields Visa can take you. So join us in discovering endless possibilities. Shields Visa. Together, we've got this.
Meet Gary. Gary is an ordinary guy, but right now Gary has car trouble. Gary doesn't know about magic towing. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing. We are here to help 24/7. Magic Towing in Western North Dakota. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing.
Welcome in to the Magic Towing Intermission Report. The actual score is Minot 26, Mandan 24 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. As we reach the half, brought to you by Magic Towing. Remember their number, 701-509-4011. No job too big or too small for Magic Towing, serving Western North Dakota. Bryce Gutnick has the first half numbers.
I'm going to start with the Braves side here. Elderop off the bench, 6 big points. She led the way for the Braves. Weiss added 2. Markle with 2. Lyles added 5. McAllister with 5. And Johnson finished the first half with 4 for a total of 24. 16 bench points, Owen, on the first half for the Braves. On the Majets side, led by Lily Bell, she had 15. Lamore added 5. Aberly with 2. And Fricky added 4 for a total of 26 in the first half for the Majets.
Well, their keys to the game early on for Minot, it was keep on scoring. I mean, this is a team that has put up 194 points in their last 2 region games, obviously just 26 in the first half. For all of pretty much 4 minutes in that first half, shooting and scoring points was hard to come by for the Majets. On the Mandan side, we said they got to force turnovers. It was their own turnovers that hurt them in the first half, so clearly going against our keys to the game. What do you expect to see here in the second half?
I tell you what, Coach Henderson, what a great game plan. I'm telling you what, they kind of forced a lot of Lily out of the lane quite a bit, kind of had her settling. You did see her get going towards the end of that first half, Owen. I would continue to see that. Maybe say, it's kind of pick your poison, is it not? You know, say, hey, who are we going to key on? I think they're kind of keying on, they're keying on Fricky, and they're kind of allowing Lily to settle for some jump shots at 3-pointers. I tell you what, they're down 2 at the half. I tell you what, the second half, continue huge bench contributions. You got to believe maybe Grable and McKenna Johnson are going to have to be productive here in the second half, Owen, for the Braves to try and pull this upset off.
That was going to be my next question, Bryce. Mandan scored 16 points off the bench out of their 24 total. I mean, you got to expect McKenna Johnson maybe to show up with some more than 4 points here in the second half. And when she does, if they can keep Minot off the scoreboard, Braves could take a lead.
I tell you what, McKenna, she may only have 4, but I tell you what, her defensive effort has stood out. She's altered some shots. She's come up with a block and a steal there in the lane. She's kind of bothered Lily in the lane a little bit. But I tell you what, like we just said, I think you're going to have to get some big-time offensive production from her in the second half.
Second half coming your way here on the PSP Network after this commercial break. Minot 26, Mandan 24.
Our stylists are trained to understand the nuances of cutting men's hair. Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany?
Square face, wavy hair.
Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with the hard part and taper that neckline, coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here.
Hit all. 7. Pressure. Points. Yeah.
It takes expertise to be a sport clip stylist.
Here.
That's a spot. Right there, huh?
Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair. Are you moving your business or your home across the town or across the country? We know it can be stressful. To ensure your possessions arrive on time, intact, and on budget, make your move with Jobbers Moving and Storage. Jobbers can help you with every aspect of your move. With our efficient step-by-step approach to move management, we can tailor a plan to suit your needs and schedule. With locations in Bismarck, Fargo, Minot, and Aberdeen, Jobbers Moving and Storage is your choice. Visit jobberswarehouse.com. It's Jobbers Moving and Storage.
Jersey Mike's slices your sub right in front of you, see? The slicer, the meat and cheese, it has a rhythm.
This is the rhythm of the slice. The slice. Oh yeah. The rhythm of the slice. This is the rhythm of the slice. The slice. Oh yeah.
Order for Danny?
Sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
Don't think our coverage of high school sports on the PSP Network ends after this game for this week. We've still got the second end of tonight's doubleheader, the boys game, coming up next. Some good matchups there between the Magicians and Braves as well. Down the road at the Pepsi rink, the Minot High Magicians take to the ice against the Legacy Sabres, and quite the matchup in boys hockey. It's a big week once again on the PSP Network. I feel like we say that every week we take a look at our schedule here inside the West region. Thursday, Mandan will travel right back up to this building for girls and boys wrestling. I'll have the call on that one as well, starting at 6 p.m. Also got hockey down in Bismarck. Minot High at the Bismarck Demons. Friday, another doubleheader. This one's really a quadruple header. Girls and boys basketball doubleheader. Minot at Legacy starting at 6. And then Bismarck High and Century in a capital city rivalry. Girls and boys basketball doubleheader also starting at 6 right here on the PSP Network. And to close out the week on Saturday afternoon hockey starting at 3:15 p.m. Mandan at Legacy. That's coming up this week on the PSP Network. But the game we're concerned about right now, we've got a second half coming up between Mandan and Minot. It's 50 total points here at the half. For Minot, what are the adjustments that are going to have to be made for the final 18 minutes?
Tell you what, Owen, I'm kind of looking at the body language of the Magets. I believe they believe they're in for a fight. They're in for a fight this next 18 minutes. I tell you what, you got to probably. I like the screen and roll the top of the key with Fricky and Bell. Try and get Fricky going. How about this? Bennett and Knutson, goose eggs in the first half. Get back to try and get that dribble drive. Try and get some of these corner shooters open. Knock down threes.
Well, Knutson and Bennett, the top three-point shooters on this team, you could argue one combined three-point attempt as well. It's been Bell shooting a majority of them. Lamore hit one there at the very end. So, yeah, I'd agree. Get the ball in their hands, see if they can get going from beyond the arc like they have over the course of this entire season so far. The home part of the schedule for Minot High is coming to an end tonight. Even though we've got a couple of months left in the schedule, the Magets won't play in this building again until February 16th. That's a month from today against the Century Patriots. So they're going to be on the road a lot over the next couple of weeks. You really want to get your way onto the road with a win tonight over Mandan, I'd have to assume.
Yep, carry that momentum, because you know on the road, when you've got that number one in front of your name, Owen, I'm a Duke fan. I know how this feels. Everyone is out to beat you, giving you your best effort every night.
We began the second half with the Magets in possession of the basketball. This broadcast of high school basketball on the PSP Network brought to you by Roger Ward Moving and Storage, proudly helping the region with their moving and storage needs since 1942. Find them online at rogerwardmovingandstorage.com to schedule a move or to find a quote. That's Roger Ward Moving and Storage. Fricky gets it to Lamore, looking inside for Lee Bell, knocked away by Johnson. It'll be Bell picking it up for Minot High. They keep possession. Shot clock still running, under 20. That's Lamore, straightaway three. Offensive rebound collected by Fricky. Open look by the basket for Lee Bell. It took a little bit, but they eventually got Lee 2 points to start the second half.
I tell you what, look at Lee, right where she left off in the first half, giving her 17 in this ball game, Owen.
Mandan on offense for the first time in the second half. They started off the game with 5 straight turnovers. Here's a corner three from Harper Harris, you betcha. Harper Harris, her first points. She's the third best three-point shooter in the region. Got to get her going in the second half, I'd have to imagine.
Great look there by Grable to find Harris for a knockdown three.
A rebound for the Braves. trailing 27-28 up ahead. Knocked away by Lamore. Bennett has it for the Majets. Another costly turnover there for the Braves with an opportunity to take the lead. Instead, extending the lead or not was Fricky. Gets her own rebound. We'll try it again. Dishes it to Bennett. Bennett gets it to fall. First 2 points of the night now for Presley Bennett.
Good sign for the Majets. Bennett, see if that gets her going. Her first, I don't know if she shot it, if she's even shot one yet, Owen. That was her first field goal attempt.
Grable's got an injury here. Might be a bloody nose. So she'll come out of the game for a second. While Sarah Heldrop, who got the scoring started for Mandan off the bench, part of 16 bench points in that first half, while we have a medical timeout here to clean up some specks of blood off the court. We'd like to remind you, PSP Network, one of our sponsors, or great sponsors, is Prestwich Orthodontics, specializing in braces and Invisalign for all ages. Now for 0% financing and free consultations, virtual or in office, enjoy professional treatment in a fun, relaxed atmosphere. Check them out at minotbraces.com. We'll head to break here as part of a media timeout on the PSP Network.
The dictionary defines community as a group of people living in the same place or sharing common goals. Community is the largest part of our name, and we make it the largest part of our business. We support our local schools, organizations, youth programs, and local events from Bowman to Bismarck because we all share a common goal to better the quality of life in our communities. Come bank with us at Dakota Community Bank and Trust, your real community bank.
For decades, Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most. Nodak Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Darren Johnson, Cody Olson, and Scott Wilkins, your agents with answers in Mandan.
Back from the break, Mandan has the basketball, trailing 27-30 on your BNC National Bank scoreboard. 10 seconds to shoot out of the injury timeout. This is Weiss with it. Now down to 5. Got to get one off. It's Heldrop at the horn. No. Offensive rebound, though. She chases it down herself. Second chance and an extended possession here for the Braves. Up to the inside to Johnson. Backing down Bell. Step through. Shot no good. But another offensive rebound, and that time it's another 3 for Harper Harris. 6 points in this second half for Harper.
Zero hesitation out of Harris there. Her second 3 of the half.
Fricky's going to step into a wide open long 2. It's one of those shots where you say just take the 3, but Fricky's fine with the 2 points that time as Minot goes back in front 32-30.
Call that the Dwayne Wade shot, Owen. He made that famous in the NBA.
Bell said not in my house, and Harper Harris did the splits. Inbound to Weiss quickly again over Bell. We saw that one in the first half. Now on the other end, it's Jaden Weiss with an improbable shot that goes in.
Great set, out of bounds play by the Braves. Get a wide open look for Weiss.
Fricky from the elbow this time. Off the back of the rim, no good. Heldrop with the rebound for Mandan. 32-32, scores even once again. Mandan looking for their first lead here in half number 2. Heldrop hands off to Weiss. Drives with the right hand. Oh, wow, Jaden Weiss with the finish.
How about these first few minutes for the Braves? They find themselves up 2. When in these first few minutes, Owen, I talked about it, take it in stretches.
3.5 minutes gone by, second half. Back cut to Lamore, blocked, but a foul called against Haley Markle. Going to get Carew Lamore at the Serve Pro free throw line. This will be just the third and fourth free throw attempts of this game for Minot.
The Serve Pro free throw line's been pretty quiet tonight, Owen. Not a lot of attempts.
Got to get those ad reads in. With 24/7 emergency service and trained technicians using advanced technology and specializing in fire and water cleanup and restoration, is Serve Pro bringing you tonight's Serve Pro free throw line. Lamore missed the first. Opportunity to make this a one-point game. She won't. It remains at 2, but Eve Knutson with the offensive rebound for the Midgets. Up to Barch. Quickly swings it to Lamore. Bell looking to drive past Johnson. Will settle for a long 3 off the mark. Offensive rebound, Lamore. Third opportunity now for the Midgets. Fricky looking for an open Barch. Instead, will dish it inside to Lily Bell. Spins to the baseline and gets it off the glass and in. Lily Bell up to 19 points. Evens the score once again at 34.
Second chance opportunity. Huge there for the Midgets. Find Lily on the block for 2.
Hell drop. One-handed pass out to Weiss for 3. No. Rebound Johnson. He'll drive past Bell. Blocked from behind by Lamore. Saves it from going out of bounds. Hell drop now. Will drive and kick once again. Here's Harris for a third 3 of the half. It's Harper Harris. Well, she's caught fire at the right time for the Braves as they go back in front 37-34, and now the ball knocked out of bounds in the full court by Heldrop. They'll stay with the Midgets, and we get some subs in the game.
Tell you what, Owen, the Braves, 2 threes in the first half. Harris has 3 alone here in the second.
Anna Lyles checks in for the Braves, as well as Kimmy McAllister, who are the only 2 players to make a 3 in that first half, both off the bench once again here in half number 2. Kinley Barch over to Lily Bell. Steps into the lane, stops, picks up her dribble, looking for a pass. Instead will find a mid-range shot as the defense ran away. Over 20 points now for wearing number 32 tonight, Lily Bell. Offensive foul called against Jaden Weiss. Second personal foul against Weiss.
Tell you what, Owen, Fricky's been really quiet on the offensive end here tonight. It has not affected her defense one bit. She's been in there taking charges, in there in the face, playing defense all night, Owen.
Braves fans and their bench looking for a shove there, but no whistles. Instead, Lily Bell with another contested 2. That time draws the foul. And Lily will head to the Serve Pro free throw line for the first time tonight.
Falls on number 22, Anna Lyles. First personal, third team foul. Lily Bell, 2 shots.
First of 2 free throws is no good. The Jets 2 for 5 now at the Serve Pro free throw line today, while the Braves haven't even got to that point.
3 misses from the free throw line to start this second half. We got a 1-point game, Owen. Let's see if that's a factor.
Bell 50% from the line after making the second half with 2 free throw shots. 37-37, tied once again on the BNC National Bank scoreboard with locations throughout North Dakota, Minnesota, and Arizona. BNC National Bank provides you with banking and wealth management services. For your business and family, visit BNC Bank online at bnc.bank. During the ad read, a missed shot from Harris and a missed shot from Johnson. Minot has it. Fricky going to break the press. Braves have to catch up. Instead, Fricky's going to take it coast to coast and one. Minot goes up 39-37. Looking for a 3-point play is Maggie Fricky.
Coach Henderson looking for a call. He's asking for a carry on that one, Owen. Pretty animated on the sidelines. Knows his team's played a great game up to this. Trying to get any call he can.
4 team fouls against Mandan here to start the second half. None so far against Minot High in the first near 6 minutes of the second half. Fricky makes the free throw. She has 9 points tonight, and the Midgets have a 3-point lead. Here goes Everett Deschamps on the steal and the breakaway. Out to Knutson. They'll slow things down, step outside the three-point line, and set up the full 5-on-5 offense. Off the screen. Well, they won't give it to Deschamps. Instead, they'll give it to Bell with 10 to shoot. Shot clock winding down. Deschamps, step back up to Fricky. 4 seconds now. Long three on the way from Maggie Fricky, short of the mark. Knutson was on the baseline when she threw it back in. It'll be a turnover and a great defensive possession there for the Mandan Braves. Nothing inside the three-point line.
You said it, Owen. Look at the bench of the Braves, just ecstatic about that defensive possession. See if down 3 years, see if they can get something. I tell you what, I don't know how many times I see Harris went to the bench. I don't know how many times you can leave Harris open in the corner here, Owen.
3 for 4 in the second half is Harper Harris. This is Zaya Grable, who comes back in the game after an injury earlier on. Hell drop, inside Johnson, kick out Grable, shot fake. Loose ball, hell drop collects, 10 seconds to shoot. Johnson thought about the long two, instead drives through traffic and the triple team, and she's gonna go to the serve pro free throw line. Let's see who this foul's on. It's gonna be against Carew Lamore.
Okay, simple shot fake there. Show him the ball. Little fake, straight to the lane. First free throws of the night, Owen, for the Braves.
Indeed. First one is a swish for McKenna Johnson. 11-11 to play in this contest. 38-40. Braves trail number 1 Minot. Johnson goes 2 for 2. The top free throw shooter on the team at just under 70% on the season. Bell loses the handle. It'll be picked up by Weiss and now gets out of the double team. Up ahead, Grable. Thought about the long three. Now we'll take a long two, and it's good for Sarah Heldrop, and just like that, the Braves are back in front.
Another one of those long two, Owen. Gets them the lead up 1 here.
Lamore with the Mandan fans re-energized here inside Magic City Campus Gymnasium. Bell misses the corner three. It'll stay with the Majettes as it travels out of bounds.
How about this, Owen? Braves are up 1. If I told you 10.5 minutes left in the game, Johnson had 6 points, would you believe me?
Not really, Bryce. You know, I'm not necessarily surprised it's such a close game. We said that at the end of our pregame show that Mandan definitely has it in them to keep it close. But they do have the lead at the moment. Knutson over to Barch. Far corner, that's Carew Lamore working against Zaya Grable. Mid-range from Bell, no. Bell on the season shooting 49% from the field and might be well under 30% here in the game, despite having 21 points. Offensive rebound, Johnson draws the foul. Foul's gonna go against Fricky there.
Great activity by McKenna Johnson, getting that offensive rebound. I don't know if she stepped on someone's foot or what happened, but she's rewarded. She's going to the foul line, Owen.
Johnson, a player who's had to try and score over Lily Bell, one of the top defensive players in the region, as well as some double teams and triple teams. Probably grateful for these trips to the Serve Pro free throw line, uncontested shots.
I tell you what, she's got a really nice stroke from the free throw line as well, Owen.
4 for 4 in the second half is Johnson. She's doubled her point total since the halftime break. Braves lead by 3. Still a 1-possession game. Nearly halfway through the second half, Fricky was not across the half-court line before she got possession of it. It'll be a turnover against the Majettes.
Oh, that was, I'd like to see a replay, Owen. I tell you what, it was really close. I'm not sure. I personally thought she was across, but.
You have to establish yourself with both feet there, so gonna need to bring out the slow-mo for that one, but instead we'll play on. Inside of 10 minutes to go, Mandan 43, Minot 40. West Region Basketball on the PSP Network. getting good in the final minutes of this one. Handoff Graybull. Open three in the corner for only a little bit. It was McAllister, but may have been partially blocked by Bennett. Said it was too long. Bennett, she'll take an open look from beyond the arc. Misses it off the rim, and it travels straight out of bounds. It'll go back to the Braves. A quick possession with no points to show for the Machettes. And Jason Schwartz got to call a Ryan Family Dealerships timeout. Minot going to talk it over, trailing by 3 here on the PSP Network. More from the second half after this commercial break.
An injury can happen anywhere, at any time, to anyone. It's not really something you can schedule on your calendar. But when it happens to you and it's not your fault, there's one law firm to remember. That firm is Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride. We live here and take pride in helping our community. We know this area inside and out. We put in the work and fight for what's right so justice can prevail for you. That is what we're all about. We're on your side. We're Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride.
Your business or your home, across the town or across the country. We know it can be stressful. To ensure your possessions arrive on time, intact, and on budget, make your move with Jobbers Moving and Storage. Jobbers can help you with every aspect of your move. With our efficient step-by-step approach to move management, we can tailor a plan to suit your needs and schedule. With locations in Bismarck, Fargo, Minot, and Aberdeen, Jobbers Moving and Storage is your choice. Visit jobberswarehouse.com. It's Jobbers Moving and Storage.
Well, if you're just joining us for this WDA doubleheader on the PSP Network, it's been like this the whole game. No double-digit leads at any point, and no lead greater than 8 in this game.
I tell you what, did you see the energy of the Braves bench at that timeout? They met the whole team out there on half court, fist pumping, high-fiving. Coach Henderson wants this W. They're up 3. Just over 9 minutes, Owen.
In their last game out, they took down number 2 in the media poll, now trying to take down number 1 tonight. They have a 43-40 lead at the moment and possession of the basketball. Weiss, long 3, no. Tracks it down, throws it back into play, but she did step out of bounds. So Minot High will take over possession here. Gonna have to go against the full court press, though, of the Braves. Up to Bennett. Reach the halfway mark of the second half. Barch Lamore, Fricky inside Bell, working against McKenna Johnson. And we've got a foul called against the 6'2 junior forward, McKenna Johnson.
Fouls on number 35, McKenna Johnson.
That'll be her second personal.
I'm going to tell you what, Owen, the Brave fan by us did not agree with that call.
First free throws up and good for Lily Bell from the Surf Pro free throw line. 24/7 emergency service and trained technicians. It's Surf Pro. Second free throw miss. Mandan collects the rebound thanks to Kimmy McAllister. Graybull, kick out corner, or sorry, 3 from the wing. Heldrop missed it. Bell has the ball, bringing it across half court. Up ahead to Maggie Fricky, the point guard, with a West Region leading 4.3 assists per game. Bell will go right. Now back to the left. Left-handed scoop layup is good for Lily Bell. 25 points on the evening for the sophomore.
Great job by Bell, getting into her body, creating a little separation, finishing with the left hand.
Able to even the score once again at 43. A long 3 again for Mandan. It's good. It's Kimmy McAllister.
I was just about to say, Owen, I thought the Braves have been kind of settling, but then how about McAllister? Long 3 gives them the lead again.
Well, from what we've seen from Kimmy McAllister, that spot is her spot. Hit one over there in the first half as well. Mandan back in front by 3. Lamore looking for Bennett. She has it at the top of the key. Trade spots along the 3-point line. Handoff Fricky. Thought about a long 3 herself. 3 seconds to shoot. In the lane. Off balance. It goes in. Maggie Fricky. Are you kidding me?
I don't know how that happened, Owen, but they The Majets will take it. You're down to a 1-point game.
Weiss now straight to the basket. And the offenses are exploding here in the second half after such a troublesome start in that side of the ball.
We're trading blows back and forth here now.
48-45 in favor of the Braves. We've still got 7 minutes to play in this one. Into Bell, standing outside the three-point line, cutting Lamore, open look, missed the layup, got her own rebound. Loses the handle, Johnson with the steal. Here go the Braves with Zaya Grable up ahead to Heldrop. No signs of slowing down for Sarah Heldrop, and she adds to the Braves' lead. It's up to 5. Steal in the backcourt, Grable looking for Heldrop. Through her hands, eventually collects it. Right-handed layup. Bell's going to get called for the foul. Sarah Heldrop heading to the serve pro free throw line, and wow, that was like a blur those last 2 minutes of back and forth basketball.
There's a couple layups, one on each end. I don't know how they went in. Heldrop challenges Bell on this end, finishes it, goes back to the bucket, gets rewarded with 2 foul shots.
Second personal foul against Lily Bell, and Heldrop makes the first of 2 free throws from the serve pro free throw line. Back in the game for Mandan is the three-point shooter Harper Harris. And in for Minot, Everett Deschamps. Heldrop goes 2 for 2. She's got double figures today, up to 12. 7-point lead for Mandan, their largest tonight. Lamore looking for an option to pass it to. Knutson comes to the top. Got to get it out of her hand. Now Bell has it on the far side. She's going to drive baseline against McKenna Johnson. Fade away, it's good.
Got a kick out of that. Coach Henderson just kind of did the palms up there, and say, hey, I don't know if there's much we can do about it.
There really isn't. Weiss will try another long free, no. And gets a foul chasing after her own rebound.
Gonna put him in the bonus, Owen.
And the Jets are gonna be in the bonus for the final 5:50. Be shooting free throws the rest of the game.
Shoot the bonus.
Fricky 3 for 3 from the serve pro free throw line so far. Northern Plains Heating and Air has over 25 years of experience as your heating and air experts. As the factory authorized dealer for AeroSeal, there's no other choice to seal your heating and air game than Northern Plains. Find them online at northern-plains.com. Misses the first, but offensive rebound collected by the Majets thanks to Carew Lamore. Bell gets it, looking for 3, yes! Assist from Deschamps. Lily Bell. Was that 31 points? Here goes Heldrop, yes. Got it to go from the left side, and we're gonna get a timeout called by Sean Henderson. Just as the Majets drew within 2, Mandan goes back up 54-50. Final 5:20 coming your way on the PSP network after this commercial break. Back in 30.
For decades, Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most. Nodak Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Darren Johnson, Cody Olson, and Scott Wilkins, your agents with answers in Mandan.
5 minutes and 20 seconds remain on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Mandan 54, Minot 50, and an entertaining WDA girls basketball matchup for the Magic City. Time to remind you this game is brought to you by Shields, bringing you the player of the week each week on the PSP Network. Shields of Minot and Bismarck. Head to the PSP Network social media platforms to nominate a player or to vote for this week's player of the week. Shields of Minot and Bismarck are proud to support the PSP Network's mission of promoting local athletes. After further evaluation, we have confirmed Lily Bell up to 30 points tonight. And she has 30 of the Magi's 50.
What a night Lely's been the offense tonight for the Majettes. 5 minutes left. Let's see if they continue to give her the rock here, Owen. Down 4.
Majettes with it. Kinley Barch controls the basketball at the moment. Bell stands on the free throw line, right in the middle of the zone defense from the Braves. In the corner, it's Lamore. Dribbles up to the top, gives it to Fricky. Again, the shot clock winding down to 11. Now 10, under 5 minutes to play in the game. Fricky out to Bell. 5 seconds to shoot. Step back, long three on the way for Lily Bell. Minot trails by 1. Grable to Johnson, to Harris. Now Heldrop. Braves slow things down here. Grable working against Fricky, pulls up in front of Bell. In your face, it's Zaya Grable.
What a big time for your first basket of the night, Grable's first 2 points of the game.
And the 8th scorer for the Braves in this contest, who lead by 3 at the moment. Bell, how about another one? Yes! Lily Bell, 36. She's got 4 threes in the game. Somebody's going to have to stop her.
I'll tell you what, Owen, Lily putting the team on her back, saying, hey, we're in a dogfight here. I got us.
Johnson long 2. That's good as well. Can't leave McKenna Johnson open. Hasn't got many looks like that, but has converted every time she's gotten an opportunity.
What a back and forth. What a great second half.
Knutson now. Majettes once again trailing by 2. Fricky to Lamore on the far side wing. Top of the key, it's Bell. She's going to keep it going. Yes! Lily Bell from college range. That is 4 threes in a row for Lily. And the Majettes are back in front.
I just got one word. Wow, what a performance here by Lily.
Markle driving through traffic. Majettes get the block and the takeaway. It's Knutson. Slow down the pace as she crosses half court. Handoff Fricky. Now the Majettes crowd is back in this one. A full Magic City campus gymnasium taking in the final 3 minutes of what has been an epic WDA girls basketball clash tonight between number 1 Minot. Here's Eve Knutson. No, off the side of the rim. Rebound Johnson. Had Harris streaking down the court, but instead will play it safe, give it to Grable. Chased from behind by Fricky. Now hands off to Haley Markle. Markle to Heldrop. Heldrop for 3 from the wing. No, just off target. And now a foul called against Mandan's Harper Harris. As she was going for the rebound and trying to take it away from Lily Bell. Instead, she'll put Bell at the free throw line.
First personal, 8th team foul. Jake Weiss back in for the Braves.
Majettes, they are in the bonus, Owen. How about the second half? They're only 3 of 8 from the Serve Pro free throw line.
First one from Bell. It's good, she'll get a second. Up to 40 points in this basketball game is Lily Bell. It'll stay there after missing the second end of the bonus. Braves trailing by 2 now. They've played in front and they've played from behind so far in this game. It's not a new scenario tonight. Ball knocked away by Lamore. It'll stay with the Braves. 10 seconds to shoot, 2:08 to play. Got Harris in the corner. Spin around, won't take it. Instead gives it off to Grable. Johnson posting up. Down low, it's Harris from the corner, misses it. And now the Braves have gone cold offensively of late. Here under 2 minutes remaining in this game, it's Knutson. Into Bell, driving to the hoop and drawing the foul. So Lily Bell will head back to the free throw line, Serve Pro free throw line that is, and on the next foul, the Majettes, they're going to be in the double bonus.
Tell you what, pretty apparent the game plan down the stretch here. Get the ball to Lely, little slip screen there.
And watching those first couple minutes of this game, you know, Lely started off 0 for 5 from the field. Who would have expected a 40-plus point outburst in the second half and in the entire game? Bell makes both free throws, and we're going to get a timeout called by the Majets. It's the 30-second timeout. It'll be our last one of this one. You don't want to miss the finish. The final 147 coming your way on the PSP network.
Wondering whether you need wealth management? Wealth management is a multifaceted offering that should provide opportunities for growth and security. At BNC National Bank, we pride ourselves on putting your priorities first and providing practical, objective financial advice. Our team can help you assess your goals and take stock of your assets to determine whether wealth management is right for you. Speak to a member of our team today to learn more.
(62-58), Minot currently in front of the visitors, the Mandan Braves. Trying to do what no team has done yet this season, beat the Majets on this court, and also become the first team in the state of North Dakota to beat them outright.
I tell you what, Owen, this second half of Lely just been an absolute show. Hey, still only down 4, couple minutes left, you got possession, got to run a good set here and try and get something.
Some important players to know for the Braves on the court right now. Harris, who's hit a couple of threes here in the second half, 3 to be exact, and Johnson, of course, running short corner. But it will stay with Mandan. It was knocked out by a Minot player. Shot clock reads 18 seconds. All the Braves players on the near side of the court. They'll inbound to Grable. Sets things up against the 2-3 zone. Now we'll pull a 3, and it goes in. Zaya Grable gets the lid off the basket for Mandan. And the Braves are within 1. They'll call a timeout, and we'll keep it here to let you know this game on the PSP Network is brought to you by the UPS store located on South Broadway in Minot. Open Monday to Friday, 8:30 to 7, and Saturday, 8:30 to 3. The UPS store located in the Marketplace Foods Plaza for all your packing and shipping needs. Well, the second half, the rest of the Minot team has scored 9 points. Lily Bell has scored 28 in this second half. It has been quite the performance here, but once again, the Majets, they are not by any stretch of the imagination going to take this one, the final 125, easy.
I tell you what, 26 in the first half total for the Majets. Lily's got 28 in the second half. She's been the workhorse. She's been the go-to. How about right there, Grable, not shy, another knockdown 3. I'm not sure what the biggest lead's been, Owen, but I tell you what, we're in for a nail-biter the next 90 seconds.
Mandan had a 7-point lead a few minutes ago here in the second half. That's the biggest I can remember. I think Minot may have had a 7-point lead as well in that first half. It was 26-24 at the break, and since the offenses have shown up the entirety of this second half so far, 125 to play, 62-61, Minot in front. The Majets will be in the double bonus on the next foul. They've also only committed 3, so it'll be a while until the Braves head to the free throw line, if that should be the case at some point.
Key, great note there by you, Owen. That's going to play a huge factor in this game, the team fouls.
To the middle, it's Lamore as we return to action. Here's Bell from the corner, won't pull a 3 this time. Instead, she's left open in the corner. What are you doing? Lily Bell, who has not missed on her last 5 3-point attempts, hits another one as the defense walked away. Here's Johnson off a screen, which knocks down Fricky into the wing. It's held drop, misses the 3. Rebound by Maggie Fricky, and now a foul called against Harris, 90 feet from the other hoop.
It's kind of one of those shots, as a coach, you might want to maybe run some clock, but hey, look at Lily in the second half. She rips it, another one. You've seen the air just out of his sails of Coach Henderson on that 3 by Lily Bell.
It looked like that last Packers touchdown against the Cowboys. Couldn't be more open. Ricky's first free throw is good. Again, the Majets in the double bonus. They'll have 2 free throws on every Mandan foul the rest of the game. 67-61, the lead's up to 6 for the Jets. Crossover, 3 on the way from Weiss. No, in and out. Offensive rebound though, Heldrop. Looks for Johnson, it's blocked by Kinley Barch, and what a big play that might end up to be. 40 seconds remain. Up to Lamore. Minot High trying to pass it out and not draw a foul here, as that's what the Braves are probably going to have to do at this point. Fricky crosses up Heldrop. Finds Lamore for an open 2, and that might put this game on ice. Peru Lamore, her first points of the second half, make this an 8-point game, the largest lead we've seen. Straightaway 3 from Weiss, banks it home, 69-64, and this game just won't end. Timeout on the floor, 17 seconds remain. We still got another basketball game to call, Bryce.
I tell you what, I'm a little tired, Owen, but I'll be just fine. I got plenty of sleep last night, but how about Fricky to the lane, finds a wide open Lamore, and as, like you say, he puts the lead to 8. What does Weiss do? Banks open late on the other end, knockdown 3 off the window.
Both teams will be in action next, probably watching from their respective corners of this gymnasium. And I feel that energy going into that next game. I think that might play a huge factor in what we'll see in our next contest here at Magic City campus.
I tell you what, you could just tell with the crowd, a little nervous energy in here. Tight, contested ball game. The Braves gave them everything they got. Hey, I've seen weirder things happen. You just never know. Down 5, try and force a turnover here. See what you can do. If not, you got to foul right away. Make the game as long as possible.
We might be in store for a long 17 seconds here to end this one. Minot High leading by 2 possessions. It's a 5-point game, 69-64. 1 timeout remains for Mandan, 2 for Minot. As the Jets come back on the floor here, though, inbound from the baseline. It's Lamore, Bell, Knutson, Fricky, and Bennett on the court for Minot. Grable, Harris, Weiss, Johnson, and Heldrop for the Braves. Lamore running down the floor. Harris misread it, but Lamore is going to take the inbounds pass, grabs her jersey, now knocks the ball away, eventually gets called for the foul. It's one of those where as a coach you're like, why didn't you call the foul there?
Yeah, that's exactly what Coach Henderson is asking at this moment.
2.1 seconds came off the clock, and Peru Lamore will shoot 2. Misses the first, so it will remain a 2-possession game no matter the result of this next shot.
Tell you what, Coach Schwartz, probably something to look at the end of this game, Owen, the free throw shooting this second half, not up to his standards.
Lamore 83% from the line on the season, just 1 make so far today. 70-64, they're gonna need a quick 3. It's Johnson with the basketball, gotta get one off. Now Grable, 8 seconds left, can't really take the 2 there, but still it's points, and it's a 4-point game as Grable makes the layup. Mandan will call a timeout. We will step aside for this one on the PSP Network. 5.4 seconds to go. The Jets by 4.
Property owners in Bismarck and Minot seek transformation. ServPro's construction program brings both vision and precision. From that very first hammer strike to the final touch of paint, our dedication remains unwavering. It's not just about remodeling, it's about legacy. In Minot and Bismarck, ServPro is your partner in transformation. We don't just build back, we elevate every space.
Great news! If you're looking for a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold on. Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealerships.
Final 5.4 seconds coming your way here on the PSP Network. Minot trying to hold on and pick up their 10th win of the season. It'll be Maggie Fricky at the free throw line trying to put this game away for good.
Great job by the Jets. Get it into one of your best free throw shooters, Fricky. See if she can knock down and put some icing on this W for the Jets.
First one is good for Maggie Fricky. 6 free throws made so far in this game for number 2. And now Coach Schwarz wants a Ryan Family Dealership timeout. With specialized training and technology, nobody knows your vehicle better than the certified techs at Ryan Family Dealerships. No matter what kind of vehicle you own, you can trust your repairs to Ryan. Coming up next, our planning team financial advisors, Shots Crossroads post-game show. Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. Visit them online at planningteam.com. And Shots Crossroads is your post-game headquarters. Order online at shotscrossroads.com for the delicious menu that includes the famous number 99. Sport Clips MVP of the game going to have to be handed out there, as well as our Jobbers move of the game. All that more coming up on the Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads post-game show.
Tell you what, Owen, I did just receive a text message. We're going to have a discussion, see if we can get it. It might be a single game record, Owen.
I figured we were approaching that territory. I'm at 45 for Lily Bell. What's that record you see?
I'm going to tell you what, I'm having trouble finding it. 38 Lily Bell last year.
Well, then our easy answer there is we have broke it. Lily Bell, 45 on the Majet 71 in this game. A new Majet single game record. Fricky makes the second, 72-66. And now the Braves going to put up one final 3 here at the buzzer. It's Markle. She misses it. What an effort by the Braves. We'll be back to break it down. And the Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads post-game show coming up next. Once again, your final score, Minot 72, Mandan 66.
Meet Gary. Gary is an ordinary guy, but right now Gary has car trouble. Gary doesn't know about magic towing. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing. We are here to help 24/7. Magic Towing in Western North Dakota. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing.
Our stylists are trained to understand the nuances of cutting men's hair. Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany?
Square face, wavy hair.
Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with a hard part and taper that neckline, Coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here.
Hit all. 7. Pressure. Points. Yeah.
It takes expertise to be a Sport Clip stylist.
Here?
That's a spot. Right there, huh?
Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Welcome in to our Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads post-game show. Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals, helping clients work toward financial freedom. Find them online at planningteam.com. Well, as we wait for our Sport Clips MVP, let's take a look at Jobbers' move of the game here. I mean, it could be a run of 5 straight threes for Lily Bell, that open one in the corner that really put the Majets in front, or the 3 at the very end there, or sorry, the long 2 by Carew Lamore that put this game on ice once and for all. What's your choice for Jobbers' move of the game?
I tell you what, just the knocked out threes and what Lily did to carry this team tonight, I think that's a solid choice there, Owen.
We'll get you that scoring breakdown maybe here. You got those numbers all totaled up?
I do have them totaled up, Owen.
Bryce Gutnick with your individual scores for this one.
We're going to start with the Braves. They were led, how about Helderop off the bench? 14 big points for the Braves. Huge contribution out of her tonight. Weist had 11. Markle with 2. Lyles with 5. McAllister with 8. Graybull with 7. Harris with 9, all in the second half. McKenna Johnson finished with 10. For the Majets, hey, we knew what the story was. We saw a record fall tonight. Points in a game. Lily Bell, 45. How about Fricky? A quiet 15 out of her. Lamore, huge contribution with 8, Bennett with 2, and Aberley with 2. Final here tonight, 72-66. I don't know if survive, I think survive might be the right word. What an effort by the Braves tonight, Owen.
Absolutely remarkable game, and Minot, it's their first win by less than 10 points this season, and you know, you can say, well, maybe they didn't play their best basketball, you know, maybe they let Mandan in this game, but I think this is really a good game probably for Minot High. You've got some big-time opponents coming up next, especially on the road. A great test tonight from a great Mandan team.
You can't, like you said, you can say a few of those things, hey, maybe they didn't play their best game. I think it's more about what the Braves did. They came in, they played very well, Owen, I tell you what. And you know what, McKenna Johnson, kind of a quiet night. If I'm Coach Henderson, I'm pretty excited about the contributions from the bench.
All right, we're now joined by our Sport Clips MVP of the game. Our one option for Sport Clips MVP of the game was Lily Bell. School record, 45 points. How does that sound?
Crazy. Like, I didn't even know I was that close to beating the record. I just knew when we were down, I just knew I had to come back for my team and help us on offense.
That was really the big thing. You guys were in a fight the whole way. How did you guys keep your heads up the whole way and eventually come out with the win tonight?
I think Coach Schwartz did really good keeping us locked in on defense, because defense, we were struggling a bit, but once we got defense knocked down, I think the offense came a lot easier.
You know, McKenna Johnson was one of the top scorers as well in the West region, and you held her to just 10 points tonight. I know it's double figures, but that's a pretty good job defensively. Talk about your game plan to stopping McKenna.
Yes, knowing McKenna, she likes to do a lot of fades. Like, she's close to playing like me. She's not a big inside player. She likes to shoot outside, and I do work out with her, so we're really good friends. So I knew some of the things she can do.
All right, heading into the next part of your schedule, you're not going to play a home game again until a month from today. How's that road schedule going to be?
I think it's going to be a little rough, but I think we're ready for it, and we're also ready to get on the road. All
right, well, we'll let you get on the road and play those games. Hopefully bring back a couple more wins. 45 points, a school record for Lily Bell.
Thank you.
We'll head to break. More of our post-game show coming up next on the PSP Network.
If you're looking for a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold on. Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealerships.
Jersey Mike slices your sub right in front of you, see? The slicer, the meat and cheese, it has a rhythm.
This is the rhythm of the slice. The slice. Oh yeah. The rhythm of the slice. This is the rhythm of the slice. The slice. Oh yeah.
Order for Danny?
Sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
Your business.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by PSP Network. It's game day.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of Finland Civic. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors LLC and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
How would you like to turn this into this? With Shaw's Crossroads Fuel to Food Reward Program, you can. Here's how it works. Pick up a fuel tracker card from any of our C-store cashiers. Every time you fill up with gasoline or diesel, use the fuel tracker card to record your gallons. Once you reach 1,000 gallons, you'll be eligible for a $10 gift card to Shaw's Crossroads Restaurant. Start earning your rewards today at Shaw's Crossroads.
Well, as we now transition into our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show for the second time tonight between Mandan and Minot. It's time to remind you that Valvoline Instant Oil Change brings you timely services that won't slow you down and no appointment needed. It's a stay-in-your-car drive-through oil change. It'll take about 15 minutes. No wasting time when you go to Valvoline Instant Oil Change, and we aren't going to waste any time here breaking down this next game. But one final thought about that last one, a classic. Legitimately, that was a better game I think we could have asked for than what we just saw between Mandan and Minot. The Majets pulling out a 72-66 win. Final thoughts.
I tell you, we were just talking, and kind of the struggles early of Lily kind of make you think, imagine if she kind of got going a little earlier in that game, we could have saw a 50 spot, but hey, she'll take 45. More importantly to her, she'll take the W. I tell you what, they were battle tested in that game. The Braves, Coach Henderson should be really happy with his effort. I tell you what, kind of a quiet night from McKenna Johnson and huge contributions off the bench. They gave the #1 Majets all they could handle tonight.
Next up for Minot, they travel to Bismarck to take on the Legacy Sabres, who are currently ranked #2. Probably going to change by next week's media poll after the Sabres dropped one to Mandan. Legacy in action tonight at Williston. That's next up for Minot. That'll also be right here on the PSP Network. As we transition into our next game, Minot and Mandan on the boys' side. Minot bringing in an unbeaten 10-0 record to this game, also ranked #1 in the state. They currently sit tied with Century atop the WDA standings. Had we played that game last week, we maybe saw a bit clearer picture in the WDA and what could have been. We have to wait till February the 5th. Mandan comes in at 5-6. They also picked up a pretty big win at Legacy, 69-62 in their last time out. A couple close losses along the way, but they have a stud, #3, Hudson Sheldon.
I tell you what, seen Mr. Sheldon play a couple times there. He's the real deal, Owen. Just a prolific scorer. I tell you what, pretty good at distributing the basketball as well.
And he's distributing it to the top three-point shooter we have in West Region Hoops. That's Briley Bairstale, just a sophomore, shooting 46% from beyond the arc and averaging double figures to go along with Sheldon's West Region leading 22.5. The top scorer for Minot High, a pretty good player in his own right. That's Logan Conklin, averaging just shy of 20 points per game. Had a physical outing last time against Dickinson. Learned a lot about the team there. What did you learn specifically from that last outing against the Midgets?
I tell you what, kind of business, I don't want to say business as usual, but I've seen obviously we've covered the Magicians a lot. A huge focal point for them early in these contests. Get the ball to Logan Conklin, get him going early. I don't expect anything different tonight, Owen.
And the guy passing him the ball, Eric Winchesky, 5.1 assists per game, but he also brings quite the defensive presence, something you think is going to be key, stopping a guy like Sheldon.
Yeah, I tell you what, Winchesky, both ends of the floor has been terrific. I do look to see a lot of these games, they put Peyton Shell on that other team's best player. I expect them to start with Shell, maybe show Sheldon some different looks in this ball game, kind of switch up the coverage on him throughout the game.
Absolutely. Well, we should be in for another treat tonight for the Magic City. It's the Magicians and the Braves on the PSP Network coming up next.
Whether it's getting an education, making priceless memories, learning to play, playing to learn, or simply getting where you need to go. The team at Ackerman Estvold has been behind these projects and countless others, developing critical infrastructure, valuable spaces, and even some good old-fashioned fun. Entrusted with the things you know, but delivering more than you may realize. Ackerman Estvold, trusted for decades and decades to come.
This presentation on
Property owners in Bismarck and Minot seek transformation. ServPro's construction program brings both vision and precision. From that very first hammer strike to the final touch of paint, our dedication remains unwavering. It's not just about remodeling, it's about legacy. In Minot and Bismarck, ServPro is your partner in transformation. We don't just build back, we elevate every space.
Great news! If you're looking for a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold on. Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealerships.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by PSP Network. It's game day.
That sinking feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change-anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
Well, as we get set for the second half of our doubleheader tonight on the PSP Network from Magic City Campus Gymnasium, let's take a look at the current state of the West region. Boys standings at the moment, Minot and Century once again, both 5-0 in region play. They'll play each other twice in 12 days later in February. Those are going to be some interesting matchups, I have to assume, between the Magicians and the Patriots. And you have Bismarck High, a kind of a sneaky team. We've seen 4-2. Legacy and Mandan both sit at 3-3. The Braves with the tiebreaker at the moment. Dickinson at 2-3, and then St. Mary's, Jamestown, and Williston 1 win apiece. Obviously, Minot and Century the top dogs. Is there another team that stands out? Maybe even this Mandan team.
I tell you what, I'm really excited to see him in person. I've watched, like I said, a couple games streamed of them. I tell you what, Nick says it a lot. I tell you what, Bismarck High, look for them in the second half. I tell you what, they do that kind of the line change. They're playing a lot of guys and stuff, and Austin penetrating the lane, getting everyone involved. I did look for Coach Wilhelm, to have them playing very well in the second half and in the region play here, Owen.
Tonight's schedule in the WGA, of course, Mandan at Minot. The feature here on the PSP Network. Century goes north of town to play the Bismarck St. Mary's Saints. Legacies at Williston Dickinson at Bismarck. Jamestown out in Minnesota to take on the Moorhead Spuds in non-region action. The Blue Jays looking to pick up win number 4 this season. As for the latest Division 2A media poll, Minot tops the charts at number 1, receiving all 19 first place votes. Century in a close second. Fargo Davies out of the East. They've battled through a couple wins without their star player Mason Clabo. They currently sit number 3. Grand Forks Central up to number 4. West Fargo Cheyenne rounds out the top 5. The new team in the rankings this week at number 5. Bismarck High, Bismarck Legacy, and Fargo North all receiving votes. It really does seem like every day we find out something new about all these teams. What can we maybe find out about Minot tonight against Mandan?
I tell you what, just another region test, another team like the Majets, ranked number 1. Another team wants to come into your house and knock you off. I expect Winchetsky to have his boys ready. Great energy in here tonight, the pink theme and everything. It's sold out almost in here, Owen.
Well, similarly to the girls team, Minot won't play another home game for a long, long time. They will play Jamestown at home February the 6th, so it won't be a month until they're back inside this building for a varsity contest, but still a tough part of their schedule coming up. And just like we saw with the Majets, a good thing to pick up a win before you head to probably the toughest part of their schedule.
Yeah, that long road trip, like you said, you want to be off. Your last game at home here. Want to send off with a W before you hit that long road trip. Like I said, I tell you what, the Braves are ready to play. I'm excited, Owen. A lot of energy.
The Magicians have had a lot of success inside these walls at Magic City Campus Gymnasium. 6-0 on the season with an average margin of victory of 24.3. Some massive wins for the Magicians so far this season, and many of those games coming right inside this building. We talked about Conklin, we talked about Winchester, we talked about Shell. Grayson Schaefer added in the mix as well. Last 5 games for Minot, 3 different leading scorers. That's something we don't really see too much anymore in North Dakota high school basketball. Usually it's one guy and the rest of the group. For Minot, though, it's really anybody on any given day.
And you can see that out of Dean Winchetsky. You're getting contributions from Shell and Schaefer to complement Eric Winchetsky and Logan Conklin, and you've seen some different starting lineups. You've seen Helm in the starting lineup. You've seen Bedell in the starting lineup. You see Fisher Johnson in the starting lineup. Trying to mix and match these lineups, seeing what works, knowing you need other contributions from the bench and that 5th starter as well.
All right, I think we're doing the national anthem once again.
Band. Will be presented by the Minot High School Air Force Junior ROTC.
And we got the Junior ROTC out there as well from Magic City Campus, so we'll send it down courtside into the Star Spangled Banner performed by the Magic City Campus Band.
Under the direction of drum major Jack Austin. As always, please remain at attention and hold your applause until the colors have been retired.
Well done as always by the students here at Minot High School. And we get ready for basketball and meet tonight's starting lineups for Mandan and Minot ahead of this WDA clash for the Magic City. Mandan comes in with a record of 5-6, 3-3 in West Region play, coming off a win over Legacy 69-62 in their last time out. For Minot, it was a win over Dickinson, 71-53. They got them their 10th win in 10 tries so far this year, 5-0 in WDA play. The Magicians score an average of 74.6 points per game with their defense is the calling card. A West Region best, 52 points per game allowed, while Mandan's the second highest scoring team in the West at 68.8. Those 5 starters for you from Mandan. Number 10 is 6'2" senior forward Rustin Medenwald. Number 2 is 6'2" sophomore forward Briley Baresdale. Boy, you can shoot the 3. Number 3, 6'2" junior guard, the all-around top player for the Braves is Hudson Sheldon. Also go with a 6'3" senior forward, number 15, Wyatt Peel. I think I got them all right there.
You got her, Owen.
I did. Now we meet Minot High wearing their special pink uniforms tonight. The white jerseys with the pink camo, an interesting take on the Big Guy uniforms. And if you are unsure what this is in support of, it's community members Justin and Sam Wolf and their son Isaac, 8-year-old diagnosed with medulloblastoma, a childhood brain cancer. Isaac has already endured surgery and radiation therapy. He recently started an 8 to 10 month course of chemotherapy and is participating in many outside therapies to help retain his strength during this time. Justin, his dad, also the head coach for Minot North. So playing for a cause tonight are the Magicians with those white and pink uniforms. Silent auction wrapping up as well down courtside. Quite a night here at Magic City campus.
I tell you what, Owen, a lot of support for Isaac tonight. Everyone came out, and just a special night. These are always fun when you can do something more than the game of basketball.
Starting 5 for the Magicians, they go like this. It'll be the 6'3" junior guard, number 1, Peyton Schell. 6'5" junior forward, number 34, Grayson Schaefer. 6'5" senior forward, number 21, Logan Conklin. 6'2" junior guard, number 20, Eric Winchesky. And rounding out the starting 5, 6'6" junior forward, number 30, Landon Bedell. Mandan in the black, Minot in the white and pink. We're underway from Magic City Campus Gymnasium. Minot with possession of the basketball first. It's Winchesky with a pass up to Conklin straight away. They'll miss the mid-range jumper over Wyatt Peel. Away go the Braves quickly down the court. This is Medenwald. Pass is intercepted by Schaefer, thrown back into play blindly. It's picked up by TJ Brownotter. That's the one I missed. 5'11" junior guard, number 4, TJ Brownotter has the ball back again. Spins at the top of the key. Out to Peel. Left for an open look. Won't take it. Instead gives it off to Briley Baresdale. Now into the lane, Medenwald. Off the glass. Not the right touch. Scoreless through one possession apiece. Up to Winchesky. Wasn't really expecting it. Collects on the sideline. Up to Conklin. Magicians try and slow things down. It's Schaefer with a shot fake in front of Sheldon. They'll work it to the far corner, and Conklin once again. Cross-court skip to an open Grayson Schaefer. 3 off the mark. Rebound for Brownotter.
Great look there from Conklin. Found the wide open Schaefer. Couldn't knock her down, though.
Top of the key, this is Peel. Over to Hudson Sheldon. Averages 20 points per game and a little bit more than that. Briley Baresdale off the front of the rim. He's 0 for 1 to start from beyond the arc. Again, shoots nearly 50% from 3. Missed the layup. Right hand for the left side. That was Winchesky. And just like in the girls' game, a lid on the basket to begin.
Not as many turnovers, Owen, but like you said, yeah, we do have appears to be a lid here to start this one out.
Sheldon will drive into the lane with the left hand, put up a shot with the right, misses it. Ball out of bounds, last touch by the Braves. Sorry, by the Magicians. It'll stay with the Braves.
Like we talked about, Owen, Shell starting out on Sheldon here to start this game. Let's see if the Magicians maybe show some different looks.
Wow, a one-handed interception by Shell. Pinned it against his leg. He's going to go the other way for Minot. Off to Schaefer. Steps inside. Pass off the leg of Medenwald and picked up by Brownotter for the Braves.
Coach Hendershot's here. Maybe he might have to do a little recruiting and get Shell maybe to play some wide receiver for the Magicians.
Defending state champion Magicians. I know you guys like hearing that.
Absolutely.
Peel spinning in the lane, puts up a contested shot over Schaefer, still can't get one to fall. And now Bears tail rolls out of bounds. It'll be a turnover against the Braves. Maybe some full court pressure here put on by Mandan. Just over 2 minutes in, 0 points. Winchowski over to Bedell. Conklin had a pretty decent look for a three, couldn't get it to drop. Brown Otter with an open look this time. There we go. The gates have opened for the Braves thanks to TJ Brown Otter's three.
Great find by Hudson Sheldon on that little just simple penetration in the middle of the lane. Finds Brown Otter, knockdown three. We got our first points of the contest tonight.
Another cross-court skip. This one finds the hands of Peyton Shell. Couldn't get the three. Instead, offensive rebound. Schaefer makes some space. Again, another miss, but Conklin, third opportunity. He can make it a three-point play. Foul from behind, called against Wyatt Peel.
Second chance opportunities. Conklin cleans that one up. Draws the foul, got the three-point opportunity.
Logan Conklin to the own. But before the free throw, we've got a Ryan Family Dealerships timeout on the floor called by Dean Winchowski and Minot High. Magicians trailing 2-3. They can tie it up with a Conklin free throw after this commercial break.
Our stylists are trained to understand the nuances of cutting men's hair. Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany?
Square face, wavy hair.
Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with the hard part and taper that neckline, coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here.
Hit all. 7. Pressure. Points. Yeah.
It takes expertise to be a sport clip stylist.
Here.
That's the spot. Right there, huh?
Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Meet Gary. Gary is an ordinary guy, but right now Gary has car trouble. Gary doesn't know about magic towing. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing. We are here to help 24/7. Magic Towing in Western North Dakota. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing.
So Logan Conklin will head to the Serve Pro free throw line out of the timeout. 14:52 left first half. Just one bucket apiece. Mandan with a three-point made field goal. Conklin now with a two and possibly one.
Got a little education from Owen on the break on the media timeout light down there. Thank you, Owen.
The scoreboard did give that timeout to Minot, so Conklin, by the way, with the three-point play, and we're even at threes. Brown Otter looking for Sheldon on the back cut. Instead, we'll hand it off to Peel at the top of the key. Sheldon gets the ball in his hands, slips, regains his balance. Had an open look. Instead, gives it off to Medwald in the corner. Can't connect. Trickles out of bounds, and it'll go to the Magicians.
I don't know. Hudson didn't realize how open he was on that one, Owen.
It was a pump fake that got two Minot players out of position. Instead, gave it off to Medwald. It wasn't a bad look in the corner, but couldn't connect. Schaefer and one.
Schaefer very active here in these first few minutes. 3 rebounds. Gets the N1 opportunity here. Good sign for the Magi early.
Magicians 1 for 2 from the Serve Pro free throw line to begin this game. 24/7 emergency service and trained technicians at Serve Pro. 5-3 advantage for Minot High, their first lead of tonight's game. Sheldon pass fake, gets it out to Brown Otter over Fisher Johnson, who's come off the bench. Brown Otter with the step back, instead gives it off Bears Tail. Bears Tail spinning in the lane. 2 on the shot clock. It's Brown Otter for 3. And then off of Peel out of bounds. Once again, as we saw in the game before, eventually shots will fall. You just got to keep the confidence up. Maybe just keep shooting.
Yeah, I tell you what, like you said, the Majets had 26 that first half. I'm not sure what Lely had the second half. 30? 30 by herself or something? 26? Okay.
Offensive foul called against Logan Conklin. Couple substitutions coming in for Mandan. That'll be Justin Hale, number 21, and Riley Bearstail, number 24. Now Minot will bring out the full court pressure. Obviously with Sheldon bringing it up the floor. Into the corner with Hale. Senior guard standing 5'10". Out to Bearstail, that's Riley Bearstail. Missed the shot, long rebound tracked down by Braden Nelson. Winchesky drives middle, into the paint, and off the hands. Oh, they're gonna say it's gonna stay with Minot High. Bedell was the intended target.
Maybe I'd like to see Eric maybe be a little more selfish there. Had a kind of open three, then he penetrated the lane, maybe float that up on the rim.
Inbound to Shell, who just checked back into the game. Winchesky drives baseline, now jump pass is picked off right in the middle by Medenwald. Bearstail stops, back out to Medenwald, over to Riley Bearstail. Winchesky got greedy. Instead, it ends up with a turnover. Going to Minot. Shell on the fast break, blocked from behind by Bearstail. Second chance is good for Landon Bedell. Offensive rebounds have led to 4 of Minot's 7 points. Hale goes up with the right hand, misses.
Gosh, good look by Hale there. Got to finish those if you want to come away with a victory tonight.
Winchesky, tough shot. He got fouled. He'll go against Medenwald. So Eric Winchesky heads to the Serve Pro free throw line. Time to remind you, this broadcast on the PSP Network is brought to you by Roger Ward Moving and Storage, proudly helping the region with their moving and storage needs since 1942. Find them online at rogerwardmovingandstorage.com to schedule a move, or to find a quote. First free throw good. Second attempt by Eric Winchesky. That one's no good. 8-0 run for the Magicians. They lead by 5. Sheldon out to Peel. Hands off for Hale. Through the hands of Bearstail and out of bounds.
Great activity. The team defense of the Magicians always stands out every time we're on the broadcast. Just moving their feet. The recovery defense, one of the best in the state.
Johnson almost fell to the floor. Pass it off for Conklin back in the game. Johnson had a look for 3, instead dribbles inside. Dishes it to Logan. Out to Nelson. Single digits on the shot clock. Conklin will take a 3. Receives the invitation from Wyatt Peel. He's got 6.
Tell you what, if I'm Coach Schaefer, I maybe live with that. Conklin, not the most prolific three-point shooter, but knocks that one down.
Tough shot, Sheldon, his first points. Conklin, that one may have got blocked by Peel, or else he just lost control of the basketball. Sheldon bounce pass to Brownotter. Bearstail back to TJ Brownotter. Another 3 on the way, misses it. Rebound Conklin, he secures it. And will bring it up the floor for Minot High, leading 11-5 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. 10:38 remaining in this first half. Shell from the corner. That one goes in. He's 1 for 2 from beyond the arc. Clayton Shell becomes the 5th Minot High scorer of this game.
And Shell right back to the major defensive assignment. Gets a steal on Sheldon.
Now Shell will sky, and it's the one-handed slam. Conklin, who we've seen do that so many times, gave it up to Shell, and that's going to lead into a Mandan. Oh my goodness, going to lead into a Mandan timeout on the floor. Ryan Family Dealerships for 50 years. They've been serving their customers in Western North Dakota. We'll take a commercial break here on the PSP Network.
If you're looking for a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold on. Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealerships.
For decades, Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most. Nodak Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Darren Johnson, Cody Olson, and Scott Wilkins, your agents with answers in Mandan.
10-14 remaining in the first half. Peyton Shell just threw down a one-hand slam to put the Magicians up by double digits. Braves with the basketball. That's Brown Otter over to Justin Hale. Dribble back outside the three-point line. Hands off Medenwall, picked up by Conklin. Could we see another Logan Conklin? Yes, we will. Shakes the backboard with the dunk. Logan Conklin.
The rim rocker from Conklin. How about Shell? Logan says, I can match you, Shell, with the throwdown of my own.
We're missing Shaquille O'Neal at the judges' table for this dunk contest. Up ahead to Conklin. How about another one? Nah, that was just a layup, but he missed it. Well, it took the air out of the building.
Maybe one of those instances where you're thinking about dunking it, but you had to lay it up.
Winchesky might try it. Oh. Close enough, Eric Winchesky with 2 points. It's 20-5, and the Magicians having a little bit of fun here, but got to get that focus back at some point. Pass out of bounds by Brown Otter, and Braves offense just not working quite right in this first half.
I tell you what, the defensive tenacity, you see Coach Winchesky letting out a yell there, forcing another turnover. 20-5 to start this one.
Hudson Sheldon limited to just 2 points in the first half of the first half. This is Caden Helm in the game for the first time, number 25. Winchesky falling backwards and hitting the three. 23-5 advantage for Minot High. Stolen away by Schaefer. Up to Helm. Overthrew him. Sheldon with the steal. He'll bring the ball down the floor for the Braves. Tries an off-balance shot. Missed it. Rebound Shell. Maintains his dribble somehow. Up to Helm. Helm stops on the baseline. Three on the way from Peyton Shell. Wide of the rim. And out of bounds. Lucas Beater checks in, and we've seen pretty much the whole roster already in for Minot High. Number 32 in white and pink camo, if you can see that on your screen.
You like those, Owen?
You know, I definitely could see the viewers having a tough time reading those numbers. But they're not the worst jerseys I've ever seen from a broadcaster's point of view.
Maybe try and get you one.
This is Dylan Gierke in the game for the first time for Mandan, and we're going to get a player control foul against Wyatt Peel.
Got a good crew here tonight, Owen. Luke Hennessy, Perry Olson, Matt Yale, some of the best in the business in the stripes tonight.
Shell with it for Minot. Over to Winchesky. Loose ball picked up by Gierke. Now Briley Bearsdale steps into a long three, and that's what he's capable of doing. Briley Bearsdale, he makes a lot of threes that he shoots, almost half of them.
They're going to need some knockdown threes from Briley Bearsdale. What a touch. God, he's got a pretty shot, Owen.
He's a sophomore, class of 2026. Corner three on the way. Landon Bedell. Sorry, that was...
I believe that was Caden Helm.
All right, Caden Helm, those pink camo numbers.
Yeah, they're tough.
Out to Medenwald. Right-handed layup, no good.
Everything contested by the rim.
Fast-moving first half, and an 18-point lead for the Magi. Winchesky had it knocked out of bounds.
Checking in for the Magicians, number 33, Brandon Nelson.
This presentation of high school basketball on the PSP Network is brought to you by Minot State. With more than 96% of recent Minot State grads employed or continuing their education, MSU grads get jobs, period. Minot State University, be seen, be heard, be you. Winchesky for three. Gets it to go. Eric Winchesky with 9 points.
Threes aplenty in the first half for the Magi. That is number 5.
And another Ryan Family Dealerships timeout on the floor. He's going to turn into a media as well. We'll take 60-second break here on the PSP Network. And this Ryan Family Dealerships timeout on the floor.
Whether you need wealth management is a multifaceted offering that should provide opportunities for growth and security. At BNC National Bank, we pride ourselves on putting your priorities first and providing practical, objective financial advice. Our team can help you assess your goals and take stock of your assets to determine whether wealth management is right for you. Speak to a member of our team today to learn more.
For decades, Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most. Nodak Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Darren Johnson, Cody Olson, and Scott Wilkins.
Well, this first half at points has looked like the NBA All-Star break with a showcase of dunks and then a couple of threes in the recent minutes. Minot High with a 29-8 lead over Mandan.
Kind of the total package. You're seeing it from the number 1 team in the state, defensive end, making threes, getting to the foul line, little showtime dunks, a little bit of everything tonight.
And don't get it confused, that defensive effort has been here. Hudson Sheldon, 22-point-a-game score, just 2 points so far in this first half. Another near takeaway. Bearsdale out to Gierke with 2 on the shot clock, in and out, no good. Braves still being held to just 8 points in the first 12 minutes. Give it to Winchesky, another long three. Quick trigger, it's good. That's 3 from downtown for Eric Winchesky. And if you want to count that two-handed sort of dunk and a free throw, he's up to 12 points. Ooh, Shell looked like he had a block of Hudson Sheldon. Instead, it's going to be a foul.
I was kind of thinking body, if anything, it looked like a clean block, but Mr. Perry Olson having a conversation with Dean Winchensky, giving an explanation.
Free throw on the way from Sheldon. It's no good. Johnson in for Minot. Peel, Brown Otter, and Bearsdale in for Mandan.
I think that's a case, Owen. You know, Sheldon, he's so aggressive. One of the top scorers in our state. You kind of give him the benefit of the doubt there when he penetrates in the lane and calls like that. Kind of 50-50 calls, maybe.
For the Serve Pro free throw line, Sheldon makes it. It's 32-10. Winchesky having a heck of a ball game so far. Gives it off to Now Nelson in the corner on the pass from Fisher Johnson. Peel with the board for Mandan. Pass up ahead to Riley Bearstail in the corner. That's Hale. Sheldon from a long ways away. Couldn't get it to fall. Peel offensive board. Stays with the Braves. Tough shot. Bearstail draws the foul.
Hudson Sheldon shot that one from about Minot North there, Owen.
Halfway between the three-point line and half court. Riley Bearstail hits the first. The Serve Pro free throw line with trained technicians at 24/7 emergency service specializing in fire and water, cleanup and restoration. It's Serve Pro. 2 for 2 goes Riley. Conklin to Nelson to Schaefer. Cross court Wincheski. In and out. Loose ball will go out of bounds. Last touch by Braden Nelson of Minot. Braves trailing by 20, and now we'll take a media timeout. I want to remind you that Ryan Family Dealership sponsors the timeouts for tonight's game. For 50 years, Ryan has been a trusted name for car buyers in western North Dakota. Shop their entire inventory at driveryan.com or visit one of their 5 locations in Minot and Williston. Back with more WDA basketball on the PSP Network after this commercial break.
Your business or your home, across the town or across the country. We know it can be stressful. To ensure your possessions arrive on time, intact, and on budget, make your move with Jobbers Moving and Storage. Jobbers can help you with every aspect of your move. With our efficient step-by-step approach to move management, we can tailor a plan to suit your needs and schedule. With locations in Bismarck, Fargo, Minot, and Aberdeen, Jobbers Moving and Storage is your choice. Visit jobberswarehouse.com. It's Jobbers Moving and Storage.
Whether it's getting an education, making priceless memories, learning to play, playing to learn, or simply getting where you need to go, the team at Ackerman Estvold has been behind these projects and countless others, developing critical infrastructure, valuable spaces, and even some good old-fashioned fun. Entrusted with the things you know, but delivering more than you may realize. Ackerman Estvold, trusted for decades and decades to come.
Four minutes and 46 seconds is all that's left in our first half. Once that is complete, we'll have the Magic Towing Intermission Report. Remember the number, 701-509-4011. It has been a first half without many complaints for Dean Wincheski and Minot High. Maybe a bit of a slow start, but they got things figured out and currently have a 20-point lead before the break.
Tell you what, using a lot of his bench too. A lot of guys getting into the game here in the first half.
Looking for somebody to pass it to, gets it to Hudson Sheldon. He's going to dribble all the way to the baseline, spin around at the block, misses the shot. Rebound Grayson Schaefer for Minot High. Out to Conklin. Sheldon with the board. Pass goes down to Peel. 2 Magician defenders converge, but a couple of shot fakes later, Wyatt Peel has his first points.
Great find by Sheldon there. Peel filling the lane there. Little hesitation, gets a layup.
Baseline pass to Schaefer. Oh, nice bounce pass to Johnson, blocked from behind by Brown Otter. Good pass, and then a good defensive play as well. Bedell and Shell come back in for Minot. Lob goes into Conklin. Steps right to the free throw line and hits the 2-point field goal. Logan Conklin, 10 points. Pass along the baseline to a corner 3, converted by Justin Hale.
Third made 3 of the first half for the Braves there.
6 different scores for Mandan. Not one has made more than 1 field goal in this first half. Fisher Johnson now. We're going to get a foul call. against Mandan and Wyatt Peel. Medenwald back to the scorer's table, as is Winchesky, and now Briley Bearstail comes back onto the floor for Mandan as well.
Peel saying, hey, I'm boxing out, and Perry Olson got him for a push there.
Same inbounds play as the last, the other side, looking for Shell against Brown Otter, and Shell gets the win in that matchup.
Shell using that length, going up and over him for an easy look.
Sheldon going to drive, kick out Medenwald. Or going to get a block, as might have been standing in the circle was Conklin.
I had him outside the restricted area, but regardless, it is foul on Conklin.
He's going to head to the bench in favor of Lucas Beater. Inbounds right to Medenwald. That one doesn't go in. Braves still down by 19. Bedell. Shot fake, and puts up the shot, and it goes in.
Great move by Bedell there. Patience, gathering, going up.
Lead stretch back beyond 20. Medenwald collided with two Magician defenders. It's going to be Beater called for the foul. Medenwald to the Serve Pro free throw line. This broadcast also brought to you by Northern Plains Heating and Air. It's over 25 years of experience as your heating and air experts. The factory authorized dealer for AeroSeal. There's no other choice to seal your heating and air game than Northern Plains. Find them online at northern-plains.com. Medenwald hits the first. Medenwald 2 for 2 from the Serve Pro free throw line.
Seventh scorer of the game for the Braves.
And their leader in points, Hudson Sheldon, but not like his usual self. He's only got 4, still leading the way for the Braves as they will try and put on the comeback effort here in the end of the first half and into the second. Still got a long way to go in this game, but Landon Bedell making it a little bit steeper hill to climb as it's 40-19 after that made basket.
I tell you what, Bedell making the most out of his start tonight there. 0-6 points here in the first half.
Inbound to Bearstail, knocked in the air by Helm. And now intercepted by Grayson Schaefer. In Shell, 2-on-1, back to Schaefer, over Hale for the layup. Grayson Schaefer, his 4th point. Magi have eclipsed 40. Sheldon pulled up from the elbow, and one. Foul called against Shell. It was a late whistle, but chance at a 3-point play.
Sheldon to the line to shoot 1. Checking in for the Braves, number 4, TJ Brown. And for positions, number 33, Braden Nelson.
Three-point play for Hudson Sheldon. Braves down 22-42 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Your life is busy, they'll make managing your money easy. With locations in North Dakota, Minnesota, and Arizona, visit BNC Bank online at bnc.bank. Cross-court skip to Helm, he'll fire a 3. It's good. Caden Helm, 2 of those so far in the game. 3-point shooter off the bench. Another dangerous weapon at the arsenal of Dean Winchesky.
Yeah, how about that? Bedell and contributions from Bedell and Helm, huge here in the first half for the Magi.
Braves will inbound the basketball underneath their own hoop. Sheldon plays it in to Medenwald. Near side, Bearstail. Gives it off to Brown Otter. Low pass. TJ will try and drive against Helm. Stopped near the baseline. 7 to shoot. Hale out to Sheldon. Might just pull it from the volleyball line instead. Steps through long two, missed it at the horn. Empty possession there for the Braves. Wincheski. Now Nelson collects himself, shoots the three, misses, put back by Helm, no good. Bedell with the skies for the offensive board, and the third opportunity counts for Landon Bedell.
Second chance opportunities for the Magi been huge. On the other end here, Mandan stories, it's been one and done.
Medwald had it knocked away by Wincheski. And they were out of bounds. 25-point lead for Minot as Gierke checks back in, so does Shell. Magic Towing intermission report coming up next. Take a look at those first half numbers. 13 different scores in half number one. Shot clock off, 16 seconds left in the first period. Sheldon Wincheski. Runner no good. Rebound Brown Otter. 3 seconds for the Braves to get one off before the break. It'll be a half-court shot well shy of the mark, and that is your halftime score. Minot 47, Mandan 22. Magic Towing intermission report coming up next on the PSP Network.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by PSP Network. It's game day.
When facing disaster, it's not just the things we lose, but the memories. But there's hope. ServPro, with decades of experience in Minot and Bismarck, is always ready. Our certified professionals don't just restore homes, they rebuild lives. Because to us, you're not just a client, you're family.
Shields Visa is more than just a card. It's the freedom to go. It's a gateway to explore and do more of what you love. Imagine where the Shields Visa can take you. So join us in discovering endless possibilities. Shields Visa. Together, we've got this.
Meet Gary. Gary is an ordinary guy, but right now Gary has car trouble. Gary doesn't know about magic towing. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing. We are here to help 24/7. Magic Towing in Western North Dakota. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing.
Welcome back to Magic City Campus Gymnasium, and this matchup of two WDA basketball teams in the Magic City Campus Gymnasium on the PSP Network. Minot High with a 47-22 lead over the Mandan Braves at the break. Let's take a look at how it happened. Bryce Gutnick with your individual scores from the first half.
We'll start with the visitors, the Braves. No surprise. A quiet 7 from Sheldon. He led all scorers for the Braves. Briley Bearsdale with 3. Brown Otter with 3. Mendenwald had a 2. Peel had 2. Hale had 3. And Riley Bearsdale had 2 for a total of 22 in the first half for the Braves. On the Magicians side, Eric Winchensky led all scorers in the game in the first half. He had 12. Conklin added 10. Shell with 7. Helm off the bench with 6. Nice first half from Bedell. He had 8. And Schaefer had 4 to get us to 47. 25-point lead for the Magi at the half.
Yeah, Winchesky with a big half, Conklin with the big start, but it was those role players that really kept the ball rolling for Minot High in that first half. Did you see that?
Absolutely. I tell you what, I like this move by Coach Winchensky, kind of changing up that 5th starter. You've gotten contributions kind of every time he's done it. Fisher Johnson the other night did it. He was contributing. Caden Helms got his shot. He's contributing tonight. He was contributing when he got his start. Nothing different tonight as Landon Bedell with 8 points. Some rebounding the basketball on the offensive glass. Great first half by him.
As the Magic Towing intermission report carries on, let's remind you that their phone number is one you're going to want to know, 701-509-4011. Serving Western North Dakota. There's no job too big or too small for Magic Towing. Also Planet Pizza. There's no pizza quite like it. Try the Blue Buffalo or the plain cheese at Planet Pizza. Giving them a call at 701-852-1700, serving the Magic City for over 25 years. Let's take a look at the WDA scoreboard on the girls' side. The finals from earlier today. If you missed it here, missed a good one. Minot High 72-66 win over Mandan. They escape and they head into the road portion of their schedule. They won't be back in this building until February the 16th. As for the rest of the region, Bismarck Century, the number 3 team in the state, got a 59-45 win over St. Mary's. It was Legacy dominating Williston 87-46. And Bismarck High with the 61-37 win over Dickinson. No live scores on the boys' side so far, but there is one that we've got our eyes on out east. Number 5 West Fargo Cheyenne with 3 minutes left in the game trails Grand Forks Red River 87-70. A Red River team that coming off a big win a couple nights ago, now taking it to the number 5 team in the state, and with a big double-digit lead late in that one, it looks like we've got an upset out east.
I tell you what, we saw the halftime score of that, Owen. I kind of saw my jaw dropped. Excuse me, my jaw dropped. We all know my good buddy Tim Brand coaches Cheyenne, and I like to follow him. I didn't like to see that score and such, but hey, hats off to Red River playing a heck of a game tonight.
Absolutely. Well, that's a look around your WDA scoreboard and AA scoreboard in the state tonight. Your score here on the BNC National Bank scoreboard: Minot High 47, Mandan 22. Second half action on the way here on the PSP Network.
There is no place like the country club. 18 holes of immaculate golf, along with golf simulator, PGA staff, club fitting and lesson, driving range and practice green, pro shop, delicious food, endless fun in the pool, and activities for the whole family. Learn more and become a member today.
Great news! If you're looking for a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold on. Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealerships.
Jersey Mike slices your sub right in front of you, see? The slicer, the meat and cheese, it has a rhythm.
This is the rhythm of the slice. The slice. Oh yeah. The rhythm of the slice. This is the rhythm of the slice. The slice. Oh yeah.
Order for Danny? Sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
Putting the finishing touches on the Magic Towing intermission report. Let's take a look at some analysis from this first half. You made a point there at some point in that first half when Mandan just couldn't hit a three really there for a stretch of time, and you said they've been one and done, while Minot High has been capitalizing on second chance points. So obviously that's got to be the key here in the second half. Either one, making the shots, or two, crashing the boards on offense.
Yeah, getting that ball up on the rim, but trying to create some sort of second chances. But obviously, making some more perimeter shots going to be a huge key to the second half for the Braves to try and chip at this 25-point halftime deficit.
On the Minot High side, you have a 25-point lead at the break. Seems some of the crowd has disappeared here going into the second half, heading home for the night. How do you stay energized? How do you keep the foot on the pedal and the pedal to the metal here in the second half?
I tell you what, it starts on the defensive end. It has with the Magicians. That hasn't went away. One of the better defensive teams in the state. Hey, continue to push the gas. I know it's a 25-point lead. You don't want to embarrass these teams, but hey, this team came in. You're the hunted. Finish this game out and continue. A lot of stuff you did the first half.
Second half coming right up here on the PSP network. That concludes our Magic Towing intermission report. Good time to remind you, this broadcast of high school basketball on the PSP network is brought to you by the UPS store located on South Broadway in Minot. Open Monday to Friday, 8:30 to 7, and on Saturday from 8:30 to 3. For all your packing and shipping needs, it's the UPS store. Also, Mason Kramer Photography. Did you know I was missing my Ethernet cable the other night for wrestling? Mason Kramer came to the rescue, finding an Ethernet cable somewhere in this school, so big thanks to him.
He's roaming around here tonight. He does a great job, I tell you what. How about the band? I love when the band's here.
Yeah, I was down there courtside the other night, and I almost lost my hearing.
I'm telling you, I gotta get the connection, get the right. I have to ask the right person. I want to play the cowbell for one song, maybe in February. Maybe I can come to practice a little bit, get to know the songs. We'll see what we can do.
They had a bass guitar in that band too. They can get everything.
I can't play the guitar though, Owen.
Second half underway. Brownwater hands off to Hudson Sheldon. It was limited to just 7 points. Team leading 7 points in that first half for Sheldon. One of the most dynamic scorers in the WDA this season. Had an open look and saw a couple people over here in the crowd like, shoot it. Bears tail to Peel with 4 seconds left. Mid-range off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound, Schaefer.
Not really sure what Schaefer has for a rebound total, but he's been doing some work on the glass tonight.
Last touch by Hudson Sheldon. They'll stay with Minot High here. 47-point first half for Minot. Season average for a total game is 74. Well above that average. Wincheski into Bedell. Spins around. It's ripped away by Sheldon. 9 seconds to shoot. Another chance at an inbound for Minot.
Great help side by Sheldon. Almost forced a turnover there.
Oh, they ran that play a few too many times. Sheldon was able to read it. Wincheski's shot goes in. Medenwald had the contest. Wincheski up to 14.
Right where he left off the first half, Owen.
Peel over to TJ Brownotter. Sheldon gets open. Now standing in the lane, out to Briley Bearstail, puts up a three, he misses. Bearstail 46% three-point shooter, just 1 for 2 from beyond the arc in this game so far. Conklin grabs the rebound, but he was fouled by Sheldon. Pretty aggressive rebound attempt there put up by both sides.
kind of just a hard foul. I know Sheldon, he's kind of overmatched in the physicality department there by Mr. Conklin down on the paint. Just didn't really, it did look a little malicious, but I don't think there was any ill will towards Conklin there.
Schaefer couldn't get it to fall. Another offensive rebound for Bedell. That has been his stat today. Conklin was out of bounds and over the line.
I'll tell you what, like I had said, Dean Winchensky kind of tinkering that starting lineup. Puts Bedell in tonight. He's responded incredibly well.
Sheldon pull up three. He's into double figures with that one. Gets the scoring started for the Braves here in the second half. Cross-court pass picked off by Sheldon. Putting in quite the defensive effort here to start the second. High ball screen from Peel. Step back. And then it's knocked away by Schaefer, saved by Winchesky. Sheldon has possession of it. Pass along the baseline, Peel. Turnaround right in front of Grayson Schaefer. And Peel has his second bucket. Braves trail by 22.
You said it, Sheldon super active to start this half, getting his teammates involved, gets a knockdown three, some deflections, a steal.
Sheldon on the floor again, Schaefer with the basketball. Out to Winchesky. Hops into the lane, couldn't make the right-handed layup, but Bedell, man, he's been like the janitor cleaning up the mess.
I think he's on his way to a double-double here tonight, Owen. I don't have a rebound total on him, but I tell you what.
Brown outer dribbling, steps back against Shell, now step through. Long two misses. Here's Schaefer with it. A couple subs coming in for both teams at the next break. Sheldon thought about the pull-up three, instead gets the Peel running downhill and right through Eric Winchesky. Peel, he plays fullback on the football field. This is basketball.
I tell you what, you kind of see that every night, him just giving up his body. He's so good at drawing those offensive charges. Just a true two-way player for the Magi.
First time we get to call Douglas Sheldon's name for Minot, or sorry, Mandan. Johnson spins past Hale, now gives it off to Braden Nelson, cross court to Winchesky. It's a dangerous pass, but it's worked out a couple times for the Magi. Johnson, mid-range, no. Rebound Sheldon. Right in front of Winchesky, pull up three, short of the rim, and out of bounds.
Kind of a sigh there, a little frustration from Sheldon. I saw him dribbling up. I was going to nudge you, say he was going to pull up on a three there. And he did, but well off the mark on that one. But hey, playing hard. It's been a good second half for him so far.
Winchesky to the free throw line. Medenwald had his back to him, and Winchesky hits once again. Pass intercepted by Nelson, and Magicians go back on offense. Winchesky saying, slow it down to Fisher Johnson. Schaefer thought about stepping into a straightaway three. Instead, though, chew some clock here still early in the second half, leading by 26. Winchesky's gonna take the three, he made it, but we've got a foul call. Away from the ball by Sheldon. They're going to lob it into Conklin. I think that might be their only inbounds play. And now Conklin hits the floor.
Not quiet when Mr. Conklin hits the floor there, Owen.
2 personal fouls in a matter of seconds for Sheldon right off the bench. Logan Conklin at the Serve Pro free throw line makes the first. 24/7 emergency service and trained technicians using advanced technology. That's Serve Pro. Second one rattles in. Gierke from the corner, yes. Dylan Gierke off the bench. Winchesky wildly catches that pass out to Fisher Johnson. No. Offensive board shell. Second opportunity for the Magicians. He'll take the open look and hit it. Peyton Shell becomes the 4th Magi player in double figures in tonight's game. It's all Minot here in the second half. 58-30 over West Region rival Mandan. More on the other end of this commercial break.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors LLC and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
An injury can happen anywhere, at any time, to anyone. It's not really something you can schedule on your calendar. But when it happens to you and it's not your fault, there's one law firm to remember. That firm is Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride. We live here and take pride in helping our community. We know this area inside and out. We put in the work and fight for what's right so justice can prevail for you. That is what we're all about. We're on your side. We're Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride.
Braves basketball trailing by 28 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard with locations throughout North Dakota, Minnesota, and Arizona. BNC National Bank provides you with banking and wealth management services for your business and family. Visit BNC Bank online today at bnc.bank. Dylan Gierke out to Riley Barristail. Sheldon controls near side. This is Justin Hale. Everybody touching the basketball in this possession for Mandan. Now even Doug Sheldon. Hudson Sheldon going to take it himself, and the left-handed finish. Good for the 6'2" junior guard. Loose ball. Conklin recovers it. Out to Shell. Now Nelson. An open look for Helm. Missed the rim completely, but right there is his teammate Braden Nelson with the second chance point.
If I'm Helm, I'm saying that's a pass, Owen. I'm saying that's not a shot for sure. I'd say, yeah, I saw Nelson wide open underneath.
That'll go down as an assist for Caden Helm. 60-32 lead for Minot High as they continue to impress tonight against Mandan. 10-0 record on the line. Haven't played in a while. Their last game was on the schedule was postponed. They were supposed to play Bismarck Century in a matchup of top 2 teams. What could have been, I guess we'll see on February the 5th. Next matchup for Minot at Legacy, a team with an identical conference record as Mandan. I mean, just not to get too far away from this game right now, but going on the road, something that Minot really hasn't done at all this season. What could possibly be some challenges the Sabres might throw at them?
Yeah, that's going to be super interesting. Like you said, they haven't went on the road much, but you know, it's going to be another one of those teams that are coming after you.
Either way, that was Eric Winchesky with a long three. For Mandan, they'll play St. Mary's next. Currently have a 5-6 record on the season coming into tonight's game. Spin around, nice shot by Hale, but couldn't get it to fall. Inside of 11 minutes to play in this one. 63-32 lead for Minot High. Trying to add to it and doing it is Peyton Shell. Third tray of the game for Peyton Shell.
Number 10 on the night 3-point field goals for the Magi.
Ryan Family Dealerships timeout called by the Mandan Braves and Coach Brandon Schaefer. At Ryan Dealerships, the commitment and respect for their customers is as strong today as it was 50 years ago. Experience the difference when you visit one of the 5 locations in Minot and Williston or shop online at driveryan.com. Back to this 30-second break.
Our stylists are trained to understand the nuances of cutting men's hair. Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany?
Square face, wavy hair.
Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with a hard part and taper that neckline, Coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here.
Hit all. 7. Pressure. Point. Yeah.
It takes expertise to be a sport clip stylist.
Here?
That's a spot. Right there, huh?
Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Out of the timeout, Braves have just 2 left for the game. Minot with 3 for the final 10:44. Magicians currently up by 34 points on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Owen Patterson alongside Bryce Gutnick bringing you this game on the PSP Network. Thank you for tuning in tonight. That's Doug Sheldon for 3, his first points of today's game. And now down 31. Helm on the other side, no. Offensive board for Winchesky. And we're gonna get a whistle and a foul against Mandan. Hale.
We talked about it, Owen, the second chance opportunities, the offensive rebounds tonight have killed the Braves.
From the Serve Pro free throw line, it's Eric Winchesky making the first. 20 points now in the game for number 20. Definitely in the conversation for our Sport Clips MVP during our Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads post-game show. Following the conclusion of this matchup, Winchesky now up to 21. Bearstail over to Briley Bearstail. Riley dribbling on the baseline. Bounce pass to Peel. Gives it back to Rustin Medenwald. Out of bounds off the shoe of Grayson Schaefer.
Owen, you call a little bit of each class of games. Do you have an opinion on, I know on the lower, the Class B side, they do the running clock and stuff, and they do the 5 fouls and stuff. Do you have an opinion on the changes at each level with those?
You know, I think the running clock is necessary. I think at some point you just got to keep the game going. I mean, we saw that 79-point win for Minot High the other day against Dickinson. I think maybe that's something that transitions possibly into the AA game. But the 5 fouls, just with B and A playing quarters instead of halves, just makes more sense. It aligns with pretty much every other league of basketball that plays under those conditions, the 5 fouls a quarter. So that one makes sense for Class B and A. Obviously not for AA. But I will say the amount of good basketball we're getting with the 3 classes, it has been pretty remarkable early on in the season. I mean, we were doing the Hoopster Classic. We saw a great Four Winds Minnewacan team, a great Beulah team. They matched up against each other. I mean, that's probably a state tournament preview right there with the amount of teams from each region that can get in.
I tell you what, I'm so excited for the region tournament play that is coming up, and the state tournament. Like you said, the 3-class system, it's going to be a lot of fun to watch.
And right in between those region tournaments and state, those state qualifier games you get to throw in there, pick up the whole town, move it out to another area we're concerned about. They'll be playing out in Newtown on the boys' side. The girls are going to be coming to the Minot Auditorium. for one more chance at qualifying for the state tournament. I think we've got some exciting basketball in Division A and Division B coming up in the next month and a half. Peel, the hoop and the harm. $37-70 the score right now. Scheduled to have a Division A showcase game on the PSP Network this week. Newtown and Standing Rock. Sadly, that one was postponed due to weather last night. Foul called against Briley Bearstail. Minot 70, Mandan 39 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Prestwich Orthodontics brings you this presentation of high school basketball on the PSP Network, specializing in braces and Invisalign for all ages. Now for 0% financing and free consultations, virtual or in office. Check them out at minotbraces.com. Schaefer tracks down the loose ball, up to Winchesky. We're at the Minot Magician logo at half court. Stripped away by Sheldon. Again, Schaefer finds the loose ball. 8 seconds to shoot. Open shooter in the corner. It's no good. Offensive rebound and the putback. Winchesky draws the foul. He'll head to the Serve Pro free throw line once again.
We discussed it. I'm not sure what the offensive rebound total is, Owen, but I tell you what, it's an abundant number for the Magi tonight. Dean Winchesky's got to be super thrilled about that.
First free throw good for Winchesky. 4 points from the charity stripe tonight. Part of 23 now for the ball game. Oh, nice cut from Edenwald, but blocked by Bedell, and he's going to get called for the foul.
It looked like a clean block, but I believe he got him with the body on that one.
Edenwald misses the first free throw attempt of 2 from the Serve Pro free throw line. Edenwald goes 1 for 2. Digging through the stats for Mandan, find interesting points. We've got a Ryan Family Dealership timeout. Quickly, Hudson Sheldon, 63% free throw shooter. Coming into tonight, 88 more free throw attempts than second most on the Mandan team. Good players get to the free throw line. We've got the rest of the second half after this commercial break.
The dictionary defines community as a group of people living in the same place or sharing common goals. Community is the largest part of our name, and we make it the largest part of our business. We support our local schools, organizations, youth programs, and local events from Bowman to Bismarck, because we all share a common goal to better the quality of life in our communities. Come bank with us at Dakota Community Bank and Trust, your real community bank.
Back to a much quieter Magic City campus gymnasium than we saw during this point in the girls' game earlier today. If you missed that, Minot High came out with a 72-66 win after quite the test from the Mandan Braves girls basketball team. Got a steal by Peel. Now Bearstail dribbles into the lane, all the way to the rim. Briley Bearstail for 2.
Nice take by Briley, attacking the rim, finishing.
Braves trail by 30 now on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. That is Karsten Sessing in the game for the first time for Minot.
I'm sure you believe that's Deaver. Wrong card, yeah, Carson Deaver.
Oh, yes.
Those numbers.
2 Carsons, pink camo numbers,
yeah.
man.
It's tough, yeah.
Now Deaver's going to come out of the game. I think he's got an injury there.
I think so. Yeah, something happened there.
Ball rolls out of the pile there. Now Conklin knocked down by Medenwald. He'll go to the free throw line for 2.
Student section helping Conklin up over there. Good teamwork.
Conklin 2 points in the second half, all from the free throw line. They'll make that 3. 13 for the game. The 6'5" senior forward. And the second one to go with. Sheldon to Peel. Rises above the defense in the lane, couldn't get the shot to fall.
And the same story there, Owen. One and done for the Braves.
Conklin to Winchesky now on the near side wing, drives into the lane. Kick out pass, Fisher Johnson with the open look for 3. Rattles around and goes in for Fisher Johnson, his first points of tonight's contest. 3 from Sheldon on the other side. No luck. Johnson quickly up to Winchesky. Conklin near side Schaefer. In the corner, it's Beater. Now Winchesky, another 3 off the front of the rim. No offensive board, Schaefer.
Tell you what, a lot of the stuff Schaefer tonight, not going to show up in the box scores, not going to jump off with the point total, but I tell you what, the defense and the rebounding has been there.
Winchesky stops at the block. Ripped away by Wyatt Peel. Braves go the other way, trailing 42-77. 5:20 left in this one. That one's going to roll out into the entryway. Riley Bearstail and Strand Wrestler check in for Mandan, as we're going to get a Ryan Family Dealerships timeout on the floor. With specialized training and technology, nobody knows your vehicle better than the certified techs at Ryan Family Dealerships. No matter what kind of vehicle you own, you can trust your repairs to Ryan. Back in a bit on the PSP Network.
Whether it's getting an education, making priceless memories, learning to play, playing to learn, or simply getting where you need to go, the team at Ackerman Estvold has been behind these projects and countless others, developing critical infrastructure, valuable spaces, and even some good old-fashioned fun. Entrusted with the things you know, but delivering more than you may realize. Ackerman Estvold, trusted for decades and decades to come.
5:20 to play in this one on the PSP Network. Minot looking to put the finishing touches on what would be a nice WDA win heading into the road part of their schedule. And it's not normal to play 6 straight road games, I'd have to assume. Quite the scheduling conflict, I guess. Kind of an odd schedule here for Minot High, as the boys won't play another home game until the 6th of February. The girls, a month from today, the next time they'll take to this floor.
Yeah, I tell you what, you're probably looking for some type of balance in that schedule, and I'm not really sure what happened with that, but like I said, kind of front-loaded with home games. We've had the pleasure of doing a lot of them here, but they're going to attack have to go on the road, and like I said, they're going to be facing everyone's best. So
start the buses now. I think the girls, maybe they're only 2 road games. We'll have 3 road games out in Minnesota and then Sioux Falls, South Dakota. First free throw is good for Peyton Shell.
I don't want to call it an Achilles heel, but something I've kind of noticed with the Magi, kind of some inconsistencies on the free throw line. They've shot it really well tonight, including Conklin, Winchensky, and Shell.
Peyton Shell is the top free throw shooter coming into tonight's game at 74%. It's another one there. He's got 4 made free throws tonight to go along with, 3 made free throws tonight to go along with 3 3-pointers. An 80-point effort for the time being for Minot High. Now Carson Sessing checks in for the Magi. Riley Bearsdale spins into the lane. Offensive rebound put back by Strand Wrestler. No good. Johnson to Sessing. Top Carson Deaver. Stolen away by Riley Bearsdale. Braves back on offense as Gierke steps into a 3 off the backboard and no good. Rebound by Sessing. Johnson weaving his way to the bucket. Got that one to go. Fisher Johnson with 5 points all in the second half, and now a 40-point lead. Continues to grow for Minot High. Bearsdale pull up, misses the rim. And that expression pretty much said it all tonight for Minot High.
The defensive tenacity, like we've said it how many times, it's been there every night with the Magi. Nothing different tonight, 82-42. Everything just seems to be contested at the rim, Owen.
Helm to Johnson. Final 4 minutes of action here. Johnson for 3 from the wing, no. He's got a foul called against Minot. Caden Helm. Next time the Magi will be on the air on the PSP network. 19th of January on Friday as they head down to Bismarck to take on the Legacy Sabres. Gierke drive and kick out to Tristan Ulmer. Pass goes into the bleachers.
You making the trip to the capital city for that one, Owen, against Legacy?
Not sure yet. Got Carson Brecky and Caden Flavin in for Minot High as they continue to clear the bench. A couple more for Mandan checking in. Chris Ramsey wearing number 30 and Ryder Peel wearing number 12. Up for Helm. Dribble to the middle. Sessing, left-handed layup is good. Sessing adds to the lead. It's now up to 42, doubling up the Braves here in the second half.
Great take by Sessing, getting him in the score sheet tonight.
Got a lot of numbers to add up with all these scores.
I'm not going to lie, I've already started, Owen.
All right.
I've kind of cheated, so.
Planning Team Financial Advisors, Shots Crossroads post-game show coming up next. Once the final 2:39 is complete here. Inbounds pass right to Caden Helm.
Kind of caught the Braves sleeping on there. Wide open Helm underneath.
Ramsey to Peel. Now looking inside for Wrestler. Wrestled away by Minot's defense and Carson Deaver. Driving into the lane is Brecky. Now stolen away by Mandan. Shot wide of the mark by Peel. 86-42 the score. Got any NFL affiliations that were good or bad this past weekend?
I am a Packer fan, Owen.
All
I was
right.
super excited for the by the effort by the Packers on Sunday. Wow.
Can they can Lightning strike twice against the 49ers?
Oh, history says no. But hey, they got a shot.
Caden Flavin with the 2-point basket. And now on the other end, that's Chris Ramsey for Mandan. Seems like everybody's gotten a bucket in this game for both teams. Flavin with a pull-up, mid-range. It's good for the baseline.
Couple quick buckets for Flavin off the bench. Love to see that. The guys waiting to get their time off the bench, contributing when they get in.
1 minute left. Minot closing in on a hundo. Runner from Ramsey. That one drops in for 2 points. 46-90 is your score. Flavin, why not add another bucket? Gets fouled by Riley Bearstail, and he'll go to the Serve Pro free throw line for 2. 40 seconds remain.
We did have an upset, Owen, on the east side.
Final
Grand
score?
Forks, Red River 92, West Fargo Cheyenne 77.
Number 5, West Fargo Cheyenne falls to, what now, 3-9, Red River. Back-to-back wins for the Rough Riders, though.
I tell you, that East it's very interesting. I don't really know what to make. I know Jeremiah Sim just came back. See what Fargo North is like at full strength there. Claybo's been out. I know York has missed some time for Davies. Very interesting out west, Owen.
And Grand Forks Central has worked their way into the top 5. As the Knights continue to climb and start their season. On the girls' side, West Fargo Horace, they're unbeaten. They began varsity play a year ago. Obviously got a D1 talent on their roster as well. Quite the season for the Hawks out there on the girls' side.
What a great story that is.
Going to run out the final 6 seconds, and this one will go final. Minot High 92, Mandan 46. The Magicians improve to 11-0. They stay unbeaten heading into the road part of their schedule. It's Legacy next later on this week, and they won't be back inside this building till February 6th. We'll have the Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads post-game show coming up next.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by PSP Network. It's game day.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FinRun SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors LLC and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
How would you like to turn this into this? With Shots Crossroads Fuel to Food Reward Program, you can. Here's how it works. Pick up a fuel tracker card from any of our C-store cashiers. Every time you fill up with gasoline or diesel, use the fuel tracker card to record your gallons. Once you reach 1,000 gallons, you'll be eligible for a $10 gift card to Shots Crossroads Restaurant. Start earning your rewards today at Shots Crossroads.
Minot High is 11-0 after a 92-46 win over the Mandan Braves. Another home doubleheader sweep for the Majets and the Magicians, one a bit easier than the other. Great performance all around by the Magicians once again tonight. 92 total points on the scoreboard. Let's break it down with your individual scores for both sides. Turn it over to Bryce Gutnick.
We'll start with the Braves side. They were led by, no surprise, Hudson Sheldon. Kind of a quiet night, obviously, only 12, but he did lead the way for the Braves. Gerke added 3, Briley Bearstail with 5, Brown Otter with 3, Mendenwald with 3, Peel with 6, Hale with 3, Riley Bearstail with 4, Ramsey added 4, Douglas Sheldon added 3. For the Magician side, led by Eric Winchetsky, he had 23 on the night. Peyton Shell added 16. Fisher Johnson with 5, Conklin with 14, Sessing with 2, Helm with 8, Bedell with 12, Nelson with 2, Schaefer with 4, and Flavin added 6. We had a final score 92-46.
As we wait for our Sport Clips MVP of this game, let's remind you this is the Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads post-game show. Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals, helping clients work toward financial freedom at planningteam.com. Also, Shots Crossroads, your post-game headquarters. Order online at shotscrossroads.com from their delicious menu that includes the famous number 99. Team buses are always welcome. Well, thoughts on this one from tip-off to the final score?
I tell you what, just the team defense the Magicians play on a nightly basis, continue to be impressed by, and I said this earlier, what Coach Winchensky does kind of with that 5th spot. He's kind of rotating guys in, and I tell you what, he's getting some major contributions. Bedell, Helm, Fisher Johnson. How about Schaefer tonight? He only has 4 points, but I tell you what, the guy was all over the glass. He was defending, he was rebounding. Peyton Shell, he's getting tasked. He does a great job on Sheldon tonight. Also adds 16 points. That's hard to expend that kind of energy, Owen, on a nightly basis, guarding the best player on the floor and contributing offensively. Just a total team effort again from the Magicians.
Jobbers brings you tonight's move of the game. Jobbers can help you move across town or across the country with locations in Bismarck, Minot, Fargo, and Aberdeen. Find them online as well at jobberswarehouse.com. They focus on the details of the process without ever losing sight of the big picture. Their efficient step-by-step approach to move management keeps everyone on the same page. That's Jobbers Warehouse. Tonight's Jobbers move of the game. I'm going to throw in the dunk contest we saw there in the first half. Had a little bit of fun there. We saw Shell with 1, Conklin with 1. Winchesky, we'll give it to him there with the 2-hand slam. Some highlight-worthy dunks. I don't know. You got a choice from what we saw tonight?
No, quite a sequence there from the Magicians. Obviously, Winchesky gave it his best effort to get up there, and but the slam-a-jamma, as Mr. Holberg likes to say, from Shell and then Conklin, and just an impressive show from the Magicians again this evening.
Well, as we still wait to hear from our Sport Clips MVP, not going to give away who that is right now. Let's take a look at some other scores from the WDA if we have them at the moment. We also got hockey going on the PSP Network. Last time I checked that one, Minot High had a 1-0 lead over Legacy. AA scores from the West region. Bismarck Legacy picks up a win over Williston 74-51. The Magicians will take on the Sabres next on Friday night in Bismarck. Bismarck High Demons 92-64 winners over Dickinson, and Bismarck Century put the hammer down against Bismarck St. Mary's 86-42 win. No score from Jamestown as they are on the road taking on non-conference Moorhead. So all the favorites win out in the West tonight, including Minot High with a 92-46 win. Looking ahead throughout the rest of the West region schedule, we talked about this a little bit in the pregame show. We know that Minot and Century have already proven themselves. It's really going to be a matchup of those two that we're looking for throughout the rest of the regular season. I mean, Bismarck High put up another 90-point performance tonight against a Dickinson team that held their ground against Minot High. I think there's some evidence there to say the Demons are right there in that number 3 spot, kind of solidified right now.
I tell you what, it seems like a long time ago that I'm not sure what the record was to start the season, but the Demons they're playing a lot better basketball. The things you kind of expect from Coach Wilhelm, they're kind of solidifying, finding their way, getting contributions from the 12 or so guys he plays, and then I mean that's going to be such a battle. I know we had the weather issue with Century and Minot this last week, but they will play, and I tell you what, that's going to be a fun one to watch, Owen.
Trying to get that updated score here from down the road in the Pepsi rink. And their final, Legacy 2, Minot 1. Sabres come from behind win. Marcus Butts with the game-winning goal there as Legacy picks up a win on the ice against the Minot High Magicians. Well, our planning team financial advisors, Shots Crossroads post-game show will continue on after this break as we still wait for our Sport Clips MVP of the contest.
Our stylists are trained to understand the nuances of cutting men's hair. Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany?
Square face wavy hair.
Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with the hard part and taper that neckline, coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here.
Hit all. 7. Pressure. Points. Yeah.
It takes expertise to be a Sport Clip stylist.
Here?
That's the spot. Right there, huh?
Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Meet Gary. Gary is an ordinary guy, but right now Gary has car trouble. Gary doesn't know about magic towing. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing. We are here to help 24/7. Magic Towing in Western North Dakota. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing.
You have built an amazing life by working hard and doing your job well. Delivering financial advice is what we do well. At Ameriprise Financial, our job is to use our skills, experience, and research to help you become more successful in today's economy. What we want you to walk away from each encounter with is satisfaction in knowing that together, we've done what we can to help you work toward a better future.
Shields Visa is more than just a card. It's the freedom to go. It's a gateway to explore and do more of what you love. Imagine where the Shields Visa can take you. So join us in discovering endless possibilities. Shields Visa. Together, we've got this.
Sport Clips brings you the MVP of this matchup. Sport Clips is the home to the MVP haircut experience. Nothing comes close to making you feel like an MVP, quite like the MVP experience at Sport Clips. Tonight's Sport Clips game MVP for the Minot High Magicians, Landon Bedell. Double-double, a lot of offensive rebounds, 10 points. Talk about your performance tonight, Landon.
You know, it's more of a team effort, and Coach told us from the beginning we got to play on D, and I think that kind of reflected over the game.
I see you got the grit belt. You took that one home tonight. Explain that one a little bit to the viewers that don't know.
The grit belt, it kind of doesn't show who scored the most points or who did the best necessarily, but whoever showed the most grit on the court and played their heart out.
Got a big win over a West Region team tonight, winning by 46 points. Now you go on the road for pretty much a month. Talk about that schedule and how you guys are going to attack it.
We kind of take road games just as any other game. You know, it just depends on the team we play, and we got to kind of scheme for whoever it is. So, yeah.
Who won that little dunk contest there in the first half? Who got the highest score?
I think Shell, he got up. You know, a little thing, but he can get up there. So I think he won that one.
All right, thank you very much, Landon. Great job today.
Thank you.
Landon Bedell, your Sport Clips MVP of the game. And that will just about do it for our planning team, financial advisors, Shots Crossroads post-game show here on the PSP Network. Thank you for tuning in. For Bryce Gutnick, I'm Owen Patterson. For Bryce Gutnick, I'm Owen Patterson saying good night from Minot.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by PSP Network. It's game day.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FinRun SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors LLC and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
How would you like to turn this into this? With Shots Crossroads Fuel to Food Reward Program, you can. Here's how it works. Pick up a fuel tracker card from any of our C-store cashiers. Every time you fill up with gasoline or diesel, use the fuel tracker card to record your gallons. Once you reach 1,000 gallons, you'll be eligible for a $10 gift card to Shots Crossroads Restaurant. Start earning your rewards today at Shots Crossroads.